you're so
Nice.
cute.
Nice.
See,
Look
okay,
how
so
random, just touching each other.
I wonder which one's Enigma.
I'm pretty sure that Enigma is kind of like Plum. You might agree with this. Enigma's reminding me of Cyanide just a bit from Soviet
He
Womble.
is a
Oh
bit.
yeah.
He is.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out which one of these people is Womble.
Okay, Milk, it is the time.
It
It's
is the
Priest.
time.
Okay, it's
It is
beginning.
definitely Priest.
Oh, are we already live again?
No, it says offline to me.
It does for me too, but that probably means it's online. I'll refresh.
Oh, boy.
Probably means it.
Christ.
How are we
cracker.
streaming?
Okay.
Is it live? We're
Oh, boy.
live. They're listening.
Oh boy, they're almost as professional as us, guys.
Great.
Yeah, your favorite.
All
thing
right,
is
all right, all
randomly
right.
announcing
5,
it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Good HA podcast. Where fucking Christ, I had to be with Enigma for 3 days, and it was the worst experience of my life. We have our regular cast members. We have a non-pencil.
I want to kill Enigma through his anus and not in the fun way.
We have Enigmatic Otaku
But you guys subscribe to my Patreon, right?
and Milk.
I'm here.
My name's Sweater Priest, and we promised we'd never have 2 guests on the cast at the same time ever again, so we brought 4. We have the members of Seattle's Angels. We have Arconics.
Yo,
We have the Masked Ferret.
Hi.
We had Professor Plum back,
Yeah, I'm back and I brought
Hey.
reinforcements.
and Red Squirrel.
I just got some last minute faffing done before the podcast.
Hey, drinking.
So
right,
most of you
so-
have probably been here before, but if you are here for the first time and watching via Twitch live, on our YouTube, via Ponyville Live, or on Google Play, or on iTunes, welcome. God, that was a lot.
Yeah.
That
that's
actually
what
hurts. Welcome to the Good HA podcast. We're a user-submitted podcast where people who watch us submit questions and we make our guests miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you let us drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
We encourage it.
Every week, go for it.
I can just confirm that we do have a photo of Priest and Enigma in the same bed, and Priest does appear to not be wearing clothes.
He is wearing
So-
clothes. I can vouch. I'm sprawled across him, so I can vouch that both he and I are wearing clothes. Otherwise,
It's
that
true.
would
Here
be
we said
weird.
appears, not is
Appears.
definitely not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but are you?
I'm choosing to interpret this photo how I want to interpret it. Thank you. And it's
Right,
Enigma and
right.
Priest in a
Th-
bed, naked.
this
But
is-
were you naked underneath your clothes?
Ooh.
Ooh. good question.
Always.
What about the
Uh,
walking enigmas?
Speaking of drinking a lot,
Yeah.
there are drinking words today. There are 2 of them. There is Faf and Aragon. As you know, when anyone in the podcast says these words, you at home get to drink along with us. I myself am drinking some mojito iced tea today.
I'm drinking
So-
anything I can reach.
For anyone who wants to ask a question live and non-pencil's watching the chat, go ahead and post it over at Twitch. Pencil, what's the example of a bad question that you won't ask?
What is everyone else drinking? Like, what's your favorite character to play in Team Fortress 2? I won't ask
Scout.
that.
I don't
Yeah,
play.
Thanks for that. Thanks for encouraging them. If you ask penis, I'll probably ask her that though.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. And
Yeah.
if I hate you, I won't ask the question no matter what you do because I fucking hate you. That's how it goes.
Oh,
So you know
wow.
who you are.
Get rid.
Oh, you know who you are. You fucking know who you are. Anyway.
All right, so let's just jump in balls deep and go to the actual interview type questions.
Should we get introductions first, seeing as there's a
That
bunch
that
of
is actually the first question.
Oh, is
Each
it?
of you go on in any order you guys want. Who are you and what have you done for the fandom?
Let's go alphabetical. So Arch, do your thing.
oh shit. Let's go reverse alphabetical.
Bendy,
Or
Bendy,
organize-
what are you-
organize
Bendy, what are you
question.
doing here?
God damn it. dude.
Who the fuck is Bendy?
Why are you so rude? Why are you so rude, Enigma? Why are you so rude?
Because he
I
sounds
think-
like Bendy. I'm not crazy.
Fuck off!
I
Fuck off now.
think we know the answer to that question already. All right, fine. let's start with me then. I write shit. I'm a moderator for Derpy Buru.
You draw
which
shit.
is- I draw shit. Yes, thank you for
Mhm.
reminding me. I'm actually been drawing some shit today. That was fun. I
He
don't
writes
really
a
know
lot
what
of
else to
Derpy.
say. Yes, I do like Derpy. I have lots of little Derpy statues around the place,
does.
standing in between all my Futurama toys and.
Your
And-
Simpsons
and-
fan fiction?
Dramatoid.
It's
Simpsons
freaking.
fans.
I'm telling you guys, it's bendy.
Dude, no. I just want to like Arconix isn't going to mention this himself, so I'm going to mention it.
Go ahead.
His fan fiction literally earned him a wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, is there a story?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a story.
Yeah.
It's not much
Tell
of a
the story.
story. There's a story and there's a story that made the story, if that makes sense. Yeah, so basically back, what, 2000, 1999, 98, something like that, a long time ago.
Mhm. 20
I
years
was
ago
in
or less.
I was in the Simpsons fandom. I still am technically, but it's shit. And I wrote some fan fiction, and this lovely young woman from Sweden emailed me asking where the second part of the one I was written had disappeared to, because she couldn't find the link. And so I sent it to her. She read it. We got talking. Long story short, we've been married for like the last decade, and it's been great.
Aww.
Yay.
That's adorable.
Proof that fan fiction can totally get you girls.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
great.
It's
That's
I love Pencil. Pencil's great.
Thank you. He has to say it, otherwise I beat him, and not in the fun way.
All right. And
Hey,
Moving on.
of course, Arconix is also in this thing called Seattle's Angels, but we'll get more
Yeah.
of that later. So,
Yeah.
Ferret, go.
Hi, I'm Max Ferret. I am pre-reader wrangler for Equestria Daily. I have done blogging on EQD. I help make sure Seth doesn't go insane, and I edit a ton of shit.
She like
Sometimes I
edits
get
for
that.
every big name author. All
Just
of
Yeah,
them.
about.
and a lot of the small ones too.
And a lot of the small ones.
I'm not
I
picky.
keep, it's weird. I keep just every time I read a fic these days, it's edited by Master Ferret somewhere in the description. It's just crazy.
Like last week, Ferry was like, this person asks me to edit for this thing, but there's so many that I'm already editing for, but it's so good. Okay, I'm editing for them too.
Well, no, it was literally like he emailed me, he PM'd me and was like, hey, I know you're super busy, but I see your name around, and this is the first story I've ever written. Could you take a look at it? And I'm like, oh, come on. Why do you have to hit me right in my weak spots? Fine. And it is actually a pretty cute story.
Aw.
So you're saying that I can totally send stuff to you for editing?
Sure.
I'm an
Shit.
editor, and you don't want this in your life. The tense changes alone will make you tear your teeth out with pliers.
I did good this last story.
You did. You did. I'm
Ferret.
very proud of you. Don't do it.
All right,
Ferret,
sorry.
Ferret, I just noticed that you followed me right now.
Yep.
Oh.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because
Why-
I'm a
why?
sweetheart.
All right. Do you have anything else to add, Ferret, or we'll move to Plum?
I'm Canadian and I'm nice to everybody just about.
Yay.
Just about.
Yeah.
What's your team? What's your team?
There are lines.
Just
What's
a
your
boot.
team?
Either the Maple Leafs or the Montreal Canadiens.
We get along then. We're fine. If you were an Oilers fan, I would have to cut you.
Nope.
It's true.
Oof.
As I said before.
This
Yes.
podcast is Sharks territory.
Yeah.
All right. So, Plum, do your fucking thing.
Fine.
My intro is the same as it was last time. Look that up. Okay, no.
So rude.
No, okay. So I'm a story approver for filmfiction.net, a little known website that nobody ever visits. Member of Seattle Angels. I've run basically a dozen different reviewing groups over the course of the site. And I'm basically the person who gets these people to actually do things a lot of the time.
Basically, right?
Basically.
Basically.
He likes to pretend that.
Do you say then that you're a basic bitch?
Yeah. No, I would. I can admit my own flaws. I'm a pretty basic bitch.
Excellent.
I don't know
I'd
how to
like to
admit my
fact.
own flaws. All right.
Come on, Red.
Squirrely.
How's that
Hello,
go?
my name is Red Squirrel 456. As for what I've done for the fandom, I have the cutest avatar on Fimfic. I have written some of the best fiction on Fimfic, and I maintain a level-headed cynicism about the show to keep everyone's hype from getting too high.
This is true.
You may have the cutest avatar, but my tail is fluffier.
And we can have tail fights now. All right.
I
We've
was
been
so
having
Yeah,
them
it's,
for a
it's
fair
true.
while.
We measured it once.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
And
tail
then we
game
had
is
to murder
strong.
Alex's cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a tail waving contest.
It's true.
I was so sure you said that you maintain a high level citizenship.
You're just jealous because you don't have your green card yet, okay, sweetie?
Ooh.
We would send you back to Mexico, but they don't want you. So
Ooh.
let's move on to the next question. Each of you, we'll go from top down again. How did you get into the fandom?
Oh, that'll be me first then.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I every year I go away with some friends. Me and the wife go away with some friends to various different parts of the country, just to stay in a house and chill out. And one year we got there and they sat me down and they wouldn't let me get up from the chair until I watched the whole of season 1.
Anyway.
And after that, I was kind of, I didn't really have a choice. I was brainwashed into it, basically.
By the Swedish lady. Oh boy.
Oh no, she had nothing to do with it.
Oh, she had nothing to do with
your
it.
wife wasn't
No,
interested.
it's really not. It was the other guys. They
Ah.
they're pretty big,
Whoa, lewd.
tall,
Okay.
big hands. It's hard to get away from them.
Go on.
Hard to resist them.
I'll tell you more later.
Okay.
All right.
Oh dear.
Right. So yeah, that's me.
Ferret.
Technically, I've been in ponies for a long time because I grew up watching the original G1 stuff and like playing with them. But current gen My Little Pony, I was trawling around YouTube and somebody linked a video for a PMV and I was like, what the fuck? Ponies? The hell? I clicked it and I was like, that's pretty cute. And then I Googled and found DQD and then I started watching the show. So very boring.
Nice.
Actually, I probably should mention, since Ferret mentioned it, I did watch G1 when I was a kid as well.
G1 was so good.
I also had Pinkie
Yay,
Pie.
Megan.
Oh, whichever one was Pinkie Pie.
Yeah,
The one
Pinkie
that
Pie
liked
was
Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie
Yeah.
Pie was there. She's
Yeah.
one of the originals brought
I
forward.
had her, and I had little Hannibal Smith used to ride her to work.
Aww.
That was fun
Oh
times.
dear.
Sorry, not
Okay.
meaning to step on your tail there.
It's okay.
My turn, I guess. I browsed 4chan. And
Woo!
yeah. Now
Yeah,
we're
I'm
getting
fun.
into it. Yeah. And I saw a shit ton of posts about people ironically enjoying horses, and then I kind of slowly realized that holy shit, they're not being ironic; they're actually enjoying horses. And got into it early 2011, and I've not been able to escape no matter how hard I try. Mr. Bones has trapped me on this wild ride. Please send help.
Never.
Oh my god. If we're talking about like when we got into it, then the first step I saw live was Applebuck season.
Oh wow, that's pretty early. Then.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
I got into it really early somehow.
that's earlier than me.
Mm. Come on,
All right,
Red.
right.
Well then, way back in the before times,
Mhm.
about December 2010-ish, either late November or early December, I forget which, but I was sitting in a chat room with a bunch of guys, and one of them who keeps up he analyzes a lot of old and silly cartoons and stuff. He keeps on top of that for some reason. He came in and one day he was like, "Hey guys, did you know they're rebooting My Little Pony?" And we were all like, "What? That sounds stupid." And so we all watched the first 2 episodes that he linked, and we were all like, "Ha! This is really stupid." Except in my case, it was more like a "Ha ha ha! Yeah, it's so dumb, guys." While I secretly started marathoning all the episodes that had aired thus far. The first episode I saw live was Fall Weather Friends.
Oh, Fairweather Friends.
Fairweather Friends.
Cool.
Fall weather friends.
Fall
Oh, yeah,
weather.
Fall,
sorry.
because that was the running of the leaves.
Yeah.
I was there when EQD was still using green text to post
Dude.
fanfic.
Yes.
I remember early EQD
Wow.
Do you remember
The
like the
good
first
old
Draw
days.
Friend post that was nothing but Mad Max?
days.
Yes.
There were like 8 pictures and they were all Mad Max.
Oh, of
It
course
was
they were.
great.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Youngins
that's
these
before me.
days don't know how good they've got it. With with a thick
Welcome
website
to
that
my
isn't
world.
shit.
God, do you remember when Fimfric had the little Trixie in the corner that would say
Yeah.
something when you clicked on her?
Uh-huh.
It was so
Dude,
cute.
I remember when fucking Finfic was originally advertised on EQD and scoffing
Yes.
at it. Scoffing at it because I was like, oh wow, filmfiction.net, this is gonna die within a week.
But then
Now
it was
it's
like,
probably getting more traffic than EQD.
it was like,
Yeah.
oh man, it was either that or DeviantArt. So it's like lesser of two evils.
Yeah. DeviantArt text posts or Google Docs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good old G-Docs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was Pastebin for us over on like AIE threads and shit. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
FR still loves the green text.
FR is
Mhm.
on life support. You have to take a resuscitator every now and again to keep that shit alive. Just join AIE. Just do it, man.
Hey, FR was footer rape was noted
Was
twice.
again a couple more times. Was.
Mhm.
At BabsCon, we got more representation than you in AIE.
You
Wow.
literally, it was just you. It was literally just you. Anyway.
Was that random or was that planned? I still don't know.
That was random. Okay, so there's a story behind that. We'll talk about it in our BabsCon
Another time,
recap
another
video,
time.
but we'll do it
We have
another time.
guests here.
We do. Let's quickly go to Red. How'd you get into the fandom? And then we've got 2 other questions before we jump into
He just
user
did
questions. Oh shit!
Way to listen,
Nice.
jeez.
I am listening. I swear to
We were
God.
guests. You're supposed to pay
You
attention
missed
to us.
story time.
Grace, you didn't listen.
Go sit in the corner.
Priest. Priest. Get good.
Working on it.
So this is what it feels like to pick on someone else. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You need to shut up.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Next question.
Move on.
If there's one thing each of you would say to your followers, fans, or haters, what would it be?
Why?
Wow. Followers, yay. Fans, double yay. Haters, hey.
Send him more pizza.
Where's my goddamn pizza milk?
Dude. Arch is waiting for the pizza that 4chan threatened him with.
I've been waiting for that thing for 3 years now. They've just not followed through.
OP never
my
delivers,
God.
nor does pizza. Anyway.
No, unfortunately
That's
not.
true.
Rip.
Tragic.
Next.
Followers. I don't really know why you're following me because I've written 2 things. Well, I wrote one thing and then I co-wrote another thing. I blog erratically, but thank you for following me. I think people who are my fans are probably also following me, and if anybody hates me, I'm really surprised, and I'm sorry that you hate me, and I don't know what I did. You're so nice and
Nobody
sweet.
hates
I don't like being hated. Like,
Yeah,
if I
that's fair.
piss someone off, I want to know what I did so I can make up for
My
it.
fair
I
wife
totally
would have many
understand.
haters because I ate them.
Thank
You're
you,
too cute, that's the
Husbando.
problem.
Yeah. Right.
Took a long
Followers.
Because I'm really small.
Anyway.
Moving on.
Followers. No, that won't make me approve your fix faster. Fans. Cool. I don't know why I have fans.
Because
Haters.
you're awesome.
Haters. No, this won't make me approve your fix slower. Fuck off.
I'm skeptical. I seem to recall you rejecting a fic because the author was too gay.
Yes, I asked on that.
Clearly, this needs an
Oh
explanation.
The person
Where
in
is Numbers
question.
these days?
Yeah, the person in question was Mr. Numbers, and I then approved it later on. But I
Yeah.
I did reject it because it was too GHEY.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's so hilarious because he literally posts it with his username of Dr. Princess Numbers and goes, God damn it!
Table flip.
Guys, I think we need some more drinks, so who wants to do the honors?
Faff, 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 faff.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh yeah,
Dang,
Aragon.
this guy, that's like 5 Capri Suns I gotta drink now.
Oh dear me. I remember probably my favorite rejection notice of all time was the one done by Meester to oh god, I've forgotten his name. Someone who's left the site since then. And the rejection image was literally just a GIF, and it was the American bald eagle headed men dancing in a
Oh
circle.
god, that thing.
That
oh,
thing.
I remember seeing that.
Where they're
Yeah,
disappearing
that-
into the floor and stuff.
Yeah, well, they're popping up out of the floor and dancing in circles while Dunuck Dunuck Dun plays in the background. It was that. That was the rejection message.
Yeah,
I think I
remember
love
that.
Meester a little more because of that.
I'm gonna find this. There we go. WTF Japan Eagle Dance is the name of the video.
Excellent.
Of course.
Posted in the thing. Yeah.
All right, we're almost already half hour deep. So Red.
Nice.
Followers, if you've made it this far, congratulations. Fans, I'm sorry I don't act more like a famous person to justify my fandom. Haters,
Hi.
I don't. Hi.
You have no haters because I will fight them.
I should have watched that video.
What
It's
the
a
fuck?
good video. It's a good fucking video.
It literally opens with a thong shot.
Can we
Yeah.
please begin the user
And then he has
questions
eyes on his
outrage,
nipples.
please?
Well, we gotta quickly do our
Oh, God.
our quick poll, rapid fire. Each of you, who is best pony or comics?
Derpy.
Derpy.
All right,
Yeah.
Ferret,
Biggie bye.
Plum,
Rah rah rah.
Squirrel.
Rah, 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 rah.
Man, I hate you two.
Richie.
Okay, now we'll jump into the user questions, and we're gonna start with questions from the other guy, and these are to everybody from what I see so far. So we're gonna hit you all with a fuck marry situation, and of course, if you decide you wouldn't want to fuck, kill, or marry anyone on this particular list, here on the Good HAE podcast, you can always kill yourself.
Nice.
So
Here on the Good HIE podcast, killing yourself is always an option. So
Thank goodness.
we go by that.
So, starting with Arconics, Fuck, Kill, Marry, Sugar Cube Corner, Carousel Boutique, and Applejack's Barn.
Take the easy way out.
Yeah, I was just about to actually. Bleacher in here. I figure why limit my choices? You know?
Keep your
Yeah.
options open.
I feel like this isn't the first case of a man marrying property.
Well, you're
Yeah,
married.
I do recall,
Fan of-
there's a story I remember reading about a dude in India who married a Barbie doll because his wife's soul was in it.
Nice.
You know what? If that makes him happy and it's not bothering anyone else, I don't give a shit. You
Go
marry
for
that
it.
Barbie doll, buddy.
Yeah, I seem to recall he had like a
Good.
big fancy ceremony and everyone was super excited for him.
Also,
Good for them. That's awesome.
Foamy.
Yeah.
Foamy is currently in the chat saying I paused that video less than a second in. I'm very glad I did so. I do like the fact that you're so enthusiastic about pausing on the image of a man's thong, Foamy.
Not a banana hammock.
Is Foamy a big fan of yours? I know he's a fan of almost everything, but is he a fan of yours?
Yeah, it's true. He's a good friend. He's a chill dude.
Aw.
Yeah. And he has amazing facial hair.
He does.
Yes.
His mustache is great.
Fantastic.
It makes me jealous.
Yeah. Hi, Foamy. He's saying hello.
Hi.
Hello.
One person I've never met.
Hello.
So
Sup?
So who's doing this fuck kill marry thing?
Ferret is
Ferret.
next.
Hi. What am I doing?
Mary
Fuck,
fuck
kill,
kill.
marry.
Between Sugar Cube Corner, Carousel Boutique, and Applejack's Barn.
Also, I think we have, before you do that, we have a request from the chat for somebody to say mustache again.
Mustache?
Mustache.
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 There you go.
Mustache.
Yes.
Does that help the chat?
I'm sure. He's probably in there fapping right now. Isn't that right, Ben? Because that's what he does every chat.
I mean, it's good to know what your fetishes are.
Yeah.
Is this the
Come on, Ferret, answer
ADD
the question.
podcast?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
welcome
This
to
is
the ADD
absolutely
podcast.
ADD.
I was actually going to mention it earlier. This is the first step in the hostile takeover of Good Human in Equestria. By next week, this will be the Angels in Equestria group.
You
So,
tried, bitch. I will cut you down. I will
get
find
used-
you, and
I
I
did
will
not
slay
consent
you.
to this.
Get
You guys-
used to your new overlords.
You guys will make me like the
Bring
new.
that shit, meat. You bring that weak ass shit.
You guys will make me like the new figurehead, right?
I mean, we get-
If you're nice to Enigma, you guys are worthless. I'm gonna tell you.
We'll just go make our own podcast. And we'll put it on iTunes.
With
and
Scott Jack in the
Google
middle.
Play.
Oh.
Oh God, I hate myself
Yeah.
a little.
Next person.
Spotify.
Okay.
Ferret was
John?
about to answer the.
That's Ferret has to answer the question.
Okay. Probably murder AJ's barn because Rainbow Dash has already destroyed it a couple of times now.
So you're murdering a baby,
Yeah.
basically. Cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
come on, standards.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Nick.
Fuck Sugar Cube Corner, and I guess marry the boutique because it's all about keeping up appearances.
I'm gonna say.
But you have to have something sweet on the side.
I'm gonna say marry the barn because it looks like a hard-working barn that can support
Oh,
you.
you want to roll in the hay then?
Yeah. No. I want to fuck the boutique, and then kill Sugar Cube Corner because it's an eyesore. Jesus Christ.
Diabetes.
I
Literally a fucking
would
carousel.
Mm-hmm.
fuck Carousel Boutique, marry
Nice.
Carousel Boutique, and
Ah,
kill Sugar Cube Corner.
nice.
Fuck the barn, I guess. There.
Who's
Literally or
Applejack?
figuratively. Wonderful.
I didn't learn anything.
We don't have to bring that
Shots
meme
fired.
back.
Oh boy.
Next.
Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire this one. This one goes directly to Pencil. Do you think season 2 of the Good HAE podcast will end with Milk finally declaring his unconditional love for Priest, or are they waiting until season 3?
Oh, well, they sort of did. There is photographic evidence of them touching each other in bed now.
Yeah.
So they
That's
I think they're
basically
on
love,
their
right?
way
Yeah.
Okay,
Love and
as
faffing.
being. I think they may come out. Yes, drink. They may come out as being in love this season, but I think probably next season is when we'll see full consummation on the stream. Yes, I am saying they'll fuck live on air. Tune in next time, kids.
that's wrong. All right, next. Okay, so back to the Angels. Name one unknown fic everyone should read that isn't one of
Ooh.
yours.
Well, that's easy because I've got no stories.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
I've
I'm
got
gonna
a
have to
bunch I
check.
could name, but I'm actually going to be using them in reviews next. So
I know that's my problem. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
wait, I have an entire bookshelf. Oh yeah, they're for reviews.
Well, we can name some of the ones in reviews because a lot of people haven't read the stuff we review in Seattle's Angels. But I'm just going to go out on a limb and say the single greatest story on the site is Aquaman's "Is it gay for a stallion to give a unicorn
Yes!
mare a horn?"
Yes.
Yes.
And
There is
also,
even a reading
there
of
is
it.
a beautiful live reading between
Yes.
Aquaman and Jake the Army Guy doing his best Southern accent.
It is
Oh.
the single best book reading you will ever find. It is the most gay
I'm gonna look it
ever.
up.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
The video's unlisted,
exciting.
unfortunately. Vicodin's unlisted it for some reason.
That bastard.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'll get a copy and re-upload it.
Yeah. Good.
it might still be there, just not.
Fan of Mirth's Everything says yes, a true classic.
He has good taste.
He does.
Yes, he does.
Does it taste good though?
Probably.
I'll get back to you.
If his moustache is anything to go by, I say he tastes faintly of cinnamon.
I can see that.
I still think people in the chat are getting wet every time you say mustache.
Stop.
Gosh.
I mean, that should work. Any word. Shit. Next.
All right, any of the other 3, go.
Rarity's Fashion Almanac by Sepal Dwyer.
Yes, that's a good one.
It's so good. We featured it twice by accident.
Yep.
I will also recommend that one.
Nice. Ladies.
To be fair, I'll recommend any of Sepal's work because she does amazing stuff
It's true.
and is genuinely a good soul.
That's
You gonna
always a
pick
good
one, Red?
thing in a writer.
You think everyone should read? That is
Somewhere
nuts.
Only We Know by Patrick Poltergeist.
Oh my
'cause
god, fuck
Mhm.
you.
That's a classic.
It's horrible.
It's a classic.
Classic doesn't mean it's good.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Lord
it's
of the
very
Flies,
good.
too,
Are you
that's
sure
bad.
that none of you
It does mean that it's required reading.
Are you sure that
Doesn't
none of
make
you
it
meant
good.
to suggest My Little Dashie by Rob Cakrin 53?
Of course.
Hey, did you know that
Yeah.
Rob Cakrin 53 wrote My Little Dashie, everyone? Isn't that
Dude.
amazing?
I
I
had
was
no
surprised.
idea.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Well,
God,
Did you
Rob
know?
Cakrin 53 is wonderful, and we really love him here. And oh my god, I would just be so tickled to death in my little schoolgirl heart if he were to even pay me the time of day. Anyway.
Actually, we should recommend to them the Tale of Shadowblade.
Oh yeah, you guys need Retail Shadowblade. You guys need
Yeah.
that in your lives.
Well, if we're gonna
Meal
go there,
legs,
a jar of pickles.
let's not forget Spiders is.
Of course.
Spider Seas?
Spices and
Yes.
I
Return of the
would
Chain Plagues.
also recommend by
Mhm.
Alex Magnet, Kiss
Ah.
Kiss Boom Boom,
Yeah.
Yes.
about Princess Neon Boom. The most bestest alicorn in all of Equestria.
Yes.
You
Question
will all
from the
bow
chat.
to her one day.
Yes.
Question from the chat, guys. Are there any stories that you've come to regret? It's from Venates, and I know that he has been featured, so I think he's fishing to see if you hate him.
I'm going to say the only story I've regretted featuring is Cecil Dwyer's Fashion Almanac because we featured it a second time by accident.
Lies.
Aside from
Oh,
that,
I read that actually. I liked it.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
great
it's
thing.
I read
isn't
it
it?
twice.
good. The newspaper cuttings at the end were great.
Oh yeah.
But as for the rest of it, I think I'm pretty satisfied with everything we've recommended. I mean,
Here.
we wouldn't have recommended it otherwise.
I mean,
Yeah,
is
even
this fixed
what
we
I've recommended
regret
for it.
recommending or we regret reading?
regret.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like regret reading. Like you can pretty much add pretty much anything anyone in this room has written, like
It's
to that
true.
list. Like
No, it's
I don't
true.
see me or Pencil or Enigma or Milk ever getting featured by your guys' reputable organization.
Only because your view caps are too high.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, I'm going to just point out that as someone who regularly works on the story approval queue, none of you all have shit to talk about regretting reading stories.
Oh yeah, you child, you poor sweet child.
Princess.
Oh, sweetheart. No,
Mhm.
fine.
Poor
Mhm.
delicate baby child.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
I want to
yes,
like pat your
indeed.
head and tell you it'll all be okay.
But it won't be.
I need head pats. I don't get enough of those.
I gave you head pats at the con, and it made my hair sticky. So you know what? Fuck you.
How the fuck does patting his head make your hair
I patted
sticky?
his head with my head.
Well, life
Okay.
It was more like a headbutt.
found a way.
Yeah. Life found a
Definitely
way.
counted to that,
So you
sorry.
headbutted her hand?
I headbutted his head. I headbutted his head. And
I
that's what
swear,
call
officer,
headbutt.
I swear, he headbutted my fist, okay?
So there is a picture of me licking the side of his face, him looking kind of terrified, and Priest looking like he's going to kill him from the background.
Nice.
Oh,
awesome.
such jealousy.
Next
All right.
question.
Let's go to questions from Snuffy now. One more question for everyone before we go to targeted questions. To everyone from Seattle's Angels, are you still having fun with ponies?
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
god, yes.
Dude, the season
There you go.
opener was hype.
The only time I don't have fun with ponies is when people go, "Oh, I'm trying to make ponies fun again."
Yeah.
The hell is your problem? Ponies is fun.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right.
And we have questions for the ferret next. Lots and
Yeah.
lots.
Yeah.
Yep, let's go
Holy
straight
crap.
to the ferret. Question number
Okay.
one. How is it you know everyone in the fandom?
I talk a
She
lot.
edits for them.
Too. I talk to people and I'm nice.
Have
That
you ever
works,
seen
actually.
ferrets in action? They just run everywhere and go up
Mm.
to everyone. And
Yee.
they're- run up your trouser legs before you know what's happening.
Yeah.
I like
you-
her. Can I keep her?
Yes, you can keep her. She is yours now. You should ask her to edit.
You
should
don't know
ask her
what
to
you
edit
got
one of your
yourself
stories.
into.
Oh
I
god.
would never do that to her.
Yeah, that's right.
I would
But
never
you
do
didn't
that.
know. But you didn't know me in the fandom.
This is true.
No,
I know
she knew
almost
your
everybody.
story.
So
or if I
that-
don't
that
know
was-
them, I know of them.
Yeah.
This is the
So-
first time we met, Ferret.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
We're besties now. It's okay.
Hooray.
All right. Question number 2 for Ferret. You added a ton of different fics on the site, but when will you write your own?
I
And what
wrote
would
a
it be
thing.
about?
She did write a thing.
I did.
Yeah.
I wrote a thing about a sheep and why you would
Yeah.
name a sheep lanolin.
She did.
And it's linked on my goddamn profile page. So if you haven't read it, it's not my fault.
I want to like cuddle your face with my face.
Yay!
It's great.
Come to BC and we will totally do this thing.
As long
Yeah.
as you
You
don't
know- you know,
headbutt her head
guys,
with your head.
I like how both chicks from both groups are automatically hitting on each other.
Yep.
I mean,
No, do you think this is hitting on somebody? Nah, sweetie. You're
No,
fine.
no. We can do way better.
No, we totally can't. Don't worry. We'll do it later.
Go
That's
on.
for after the stream.
Yeah.
Number 3 for Ferret. Is it fun working with the people at Equestria Daily?
It really is. There's a lot of really entertaining people. I mean, like, there's Seth, who is insane.
Yes.
And he's always hilarious. There's, like, Alex Straza and Blue Shift.
Alex
Like,
is
there's
great.
various people,
Mhm.
like, Moron Son of Boron pops in now and again.
Mhm.
Hyde comes
Dude,
in.
is
Yeah.
that guy still alive?
Moron? Yeah, he's doing a
I've not
podcast.
heard of Moron
Those
Sutton of
giant
Boron for
fitted ponies.
years.
Well, anthroponies.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's still around. He's mostly
Glad
doing
to hear
stuff
it.
on, like, Tumblr these days.
Alright,
I'll hunt
fair
up a link for you. Yeah, no, I really, really do like it a lot. I love being able to like help people get their stories on and help figure out. Like, I love helping make the stories better. Like that's why I like editing is like you're taking something that's already good and you're making it even more amazing.
Yeah.
So I love being able to help people do that and just everyone's really fun. Like it's just a really relaxed atmosphere. And I'll stop rambling, sorry.
And this is why Ferret's so cool, because most people, when faced with a closed question like that, would say yes or no.
Or they'd say, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
I know, I'd say
So,
that.
Ferret comes with this woof.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's great. No, it's great.
It's like she's at an interview.
Yeah, I'm very good at it.
Almost.
All right, number
So,
4, Ferret.
I'll shut up now.
Okay.
Looks like there's in the chat there is a
link.
there's a link to a story.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Very
everyone go
eventful
upload
day.
it. Everyone go favorite it.
Yeah.
So that way
You don't
it
understand. The power we have to do this is kind of terrifying. It would be
Excellent.
popular.
It was a very cute story.
It is
Okay.
adorable as hell.
But number 4, Ferret.
Sheep.
Girls always claim they're not into stallions. Why do they all lie? Is it because they prefer mares or food of mares? Or what is your take on preference?
Oh,
And
honey.
also, these questions were
Hey.
not edited by the Masked Ferret.
Oh, precious. Mares are totally into stallions. They're just not into stallions who have entitlement issues like you.
I like Ferret. Can we keep
Yeah.
her around?
I told you. Can we keep
Ferret,
pushing?
you're part of the Good HE podcast now. We're
Like a
stealing you.
giant version of me.
Bitch, she's ours.
I'll fight you. I'll happily fight you. Let's do it.
Can we trade milk for
This
her?
is BronyCon this year. We're doing this.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
BronyCon's gonna be sweet because
No,
Brony-
There's like
Cuddling
Bitch,
pool
I
and
can
we'll
do
fill it
this.
with
I'll fight you
oil.
right
there are like 20 angels. So
Welcome to the Ferret Game.
all y'all ankles. I will
There'll be 20 angels, and they'll all be wearing eagle head masks.
Eagle masks and thongs.
Yes.
Except
yes.
Plum will be wearing a
I'm
horse
just gonna
mask.
strut into the ring all like
Anyway.
Fine.
making
Oh,
our way
by the
downtown.
way, I would like to give credit to the fact that we said, hey, this story needs to be back in
The popular box.
the popular box. We can force people's stories into there. We're pretty great about that.
Nice.
Oh, do mine next.
Only one per podcast. We're only that people.
Okay. All right. So, now we have a question for Professor Plum. Number 1, if Celestia was a story approver on FimFiction, would she still have said, "quote There's no wrong way to fantasize"?
I remember that exact moment in the opener, and I was like, "Oh my god! I did not know she was this naive."
I shrieked. I was like, this is the time.
There are going to be so many stories written about Celestia uncovering dark shit, and I'm gonna have to approve them.
Be happy, be
There's going to
proud.
be so many stories
Yeah.
of Celestia writing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm half
I mean, you never
tempted.
know. She might be really into all of that.
You
You know
never
there's
know.
definitely a fic of
And she might be a
Celestia being a
terrible
dom in a BDSM relationship in which she's like, it's okay.
That's basically
everything
all
is
of
okay.
hers.
There are several.
Yeah.
It's not like I wrote one.
It's not like I wrote one with you, pencil.
I know.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a story where she was the sub and Rarity
Yes.
was the dom?
Yeah, that's
cool.
like cat scratch.
That sounds like quite the rarity indeed.
Yeah. Hey, faff.
Drink, yes!
Okay, number 2 for Plum. How's the activity on FimFic? Are people more active now that the premieres happened?
I have no fucking clue. I approve
Sweet.
stories.
I can say for PQD, we're definitely getting a lot more submissions.
We probably are getting more stories. I have no fucking clue.
He just knows they're all shit.
Yeah. Faff.
Drink.
God damn it,
I love
Plum.
this game.
Number 3 for Plum.
Mhm.
Did you personally approve Pencil's Japanese story today, or are you also a rampant bigot?
No!
Um,
Did that actually
That is
was
the third question for me. I can say I did not approve that story, but if it had been submitted, I would have. So,
As for the rampant bigot,
yeah.
That
Oh,
story is the most racist shit I've ever put on paper.
it's pretty racist. Also, am I rampant bigot? Come back later, I'd say. I'm not willing to commit that to record.
Define rampant.
I was gonna make a joke about fucking having a farm outside Pretoria Arch, but I know you're the only one.
Oh,
who
fuck
gets
you.
it. Yeah.
Well,
British
actually,
jokes.
it's a good segue because now we have
Is
questions
that
for
British
Iconics.
jokes?
No,
It's just
that's
iconic jokes.
Yeah,
That's-
it's Iconics jokes.
Enigma doesn't understand, which is all of them. So let's move on.
Number one, Arconics. How are things on Derpy Burrow these days?
Great. Everything's got a lot smoother in the last couple of months, actually. There's been quite a few upgrades to the software and stuff behind the scenes, and there's a whole bunch of new...
Wait, you mean your
moderated
admins
helpers.
actually update the site? What the fuck?
I know, it's a fucking terrible thing, isn't it? They're writing new code.
They're
and all
changing
that.
things.
It's
What?
dangerous. It might break if they do that. Oh my god! No, there's been all sorts of new features added. They've added galleries. They've added a new commissions system, which lets you put up a commissions profile so that people can come and commission art from you, and so see what you got going
Dude,
on. And all
nice.
kinds of stuff like
I'm
It's
actually
pretty
really
cool,
enthused
actually.
by that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
I think that's a
um,
brilliant idea.
I put my
Scarheart
profile up on it,
76.
Nobody's asked me to drop anything. Great.
Scarheart76 in the Twitch chat says bigotry depends on the amount of booze in the system. Is that true, Arch?
Yes.
Would you say that's true?
Well, it depends on the amount of gin.
Ah,
Specifically.
Of course.
See, I
Of
mean, the
course,
British
that-
Empire was
It's
powered
the most
by gin.
empirical drink, yeah.
People who drink gin are sociopaths. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Statistically speaking.
Arch learned something today.
To back that shit up. There
I've
is
learned
science
something
evidence.
today. Really?
There is. I
Okay.
remember reading that paper and
Okay.
being very amused because I immediately saw it and was like, I want to know what your science behind this was because that sounds like bullshit. I was like, oh wow, this is
legit.
actually a legitimate paper. Holy
Wow.
shit.
Yeah, people think
Okay.
they're sociopaths. It's legit.
Okay, Arch, do you fancy some scotch?
I was just thinking, right?
Scotch drinker, so you go right
I'm not
ahead.
a sociopath.
Please.
All right.
Anyway, yeah.
Let's go to number
school.
Number two, Arch. If you got a commission to draw a 1,000-pound class pony art picture, what would be in it?
Butts.
And Derpy.
Seriously,
And,
how is he not
Def-
bendy? He's bendy. He just said butts.
Because it's not Celestia's butt. It's Derpy's butt. It's completely different. Also, I
True.
probably shouldn't
I've-
say this, but it'd be modelled on my wife's bum.
I'm on Team Bendy. You're not fooling me.
Oh.
Oh, shut up. I have no idea who this bendy person is.
But
It's gonna haunt you for the rest of your days now, or at least Enigma's gonna think it
I'm on
will.
board now. I'm kind of on board now with this. Originally, I was going to deny it, but now I'm kind of on board with just like this conspiracy theory that you're bendy.
What, just
I love
because
it.
I happen to like backsides?
You
And you
also
have-
have
Hang on a minute.
you
I
also
am
have
going-
Futurama things.
I'm going to go just check a couple of IP addresses. One moment.
You do that.
Oh God!
You do that, kiddo.
I
Next
missed gonna be
question.
plum. Obsolescence was so nice. He's just like, oh yeah, no, we had mod powers. Plum's like, I'm gonna go check people's IPs.
Dude.
Well, honestly, I tend to do that quite a lot when I'm on Death
Yeah.
Bureau as well.
Like, I'm not
It's
gonna
surprising
lie.
kind of things that pop up.
Dude.
Okay,
It's fucking
so
funny as shit.
Priest, ask the next question before it's too late.
Okay, so question number 3 is literally just a clusterfuck. So I'm gonna
It's-
just.
I'll read that one for you.
No. Priest, read it, please.
Yes.
Priest.
let
Okay,
Priest
you-
try to
Priest,
read
read
things. No, let Priest try to read things.
Allet bra med frugen akgirar on oxa ponier.
Okay, now repeat it properly.
In comparison to you, I will sound almost native when I read this.
Wow.
And the answer to that is, let me see if I remember this right. Hana okay, and Hana neutral. She
That was
is
enchanting.
okay, and she is neutral to ponies. The question, if you're wondering, is how's the
Does-
wife and what's her opinion on ponies? There you go.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
speak
nice.
Swedish. Yes.
Yes.
Number
And
4.
this in breaking news, Priest needs to get good at another language.
Stop.
Have you heard him try to do a British accent? It's
Oh
hardcore
my
Southern.
god.
Go on,
Hardcore
let's hear that.
Southern. Yeah.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Priest, can you give us
No,
like
have more,
swe-
no. Read the next question in a British accent, Priest.
God, why are you doing this to me?
Because I love you, do it!
Pretty much.
Some couples like to commission art of their OCs doing the deed. Are you ever tempted?
You know what I mean?
Well, if people would give me money, yes. Also,
Priest.
that was the weirdest accent I've
It was
heard
kinda
in quite
weird.
a long time.
I
Pretty
was kind of all over the shop.
It actually sounded
Mhm.
late Middle English, early modern sort of thing.
Yeah, it sounded
Yeah.
like a British person trying to do an exceedingly British accent and kind of being weird.
It sounded like someone trying to do a Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Ye olde English.
Priest, can you give us Swedish Sliler?
No.
Oh,
If
dear.
anyone ever talks to you in Swedish, the only thing you have to know how to say is "Jag talar inte svenska." It means I don't speak Swedish.
Nice.
I mean,
I
And
find
it will
looking
immediately
at
try and
them
practice
confused,
English on you. It's brilliant.
I find looking at them with a really baffled expression works pretty well too.
But wait, if you say that,
does it actually mean I'll fuck you up the ass? Because I would tell everyone that.
No, it really does actually mean I do not speak Swedish. I'm not creative enough to come up with anything else with that.
but if you say that in
I'm
Swedish,
sorry.
how will you tell that you don't speak Swedish?
It's like someone asking a question and going,
Je ne
"Sorry,
parle
I'm
français."
deaf."
That's not true. Like you learn, like right away. It's like one of the first things you learn when you learn a new language. Like you learn
Je ne
German.
comprends
It's like,
pas.
tut mir leid, mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Like the first thing out of your mouth has to be like, I don't speak German well.
You're not habla
The
español.
second thing
And then
out of
goes
your
on.
mouth has to be, my
Where is
friend
the
will
train
pay the bill.
station?
The third is, where is the back door?
¿Dónde está su ropa?
Hey.
Yeah, not that I'm speaking from experience or anything.
Which was, my God, why are you naked? Where are your clothes? So
Nice.
that's a good one to know.
Yep.
Okay. So, let's move on to Alex underscores questions, who actually has an individualized, specially created question for each of you. So-
God, these are like follow-on questions. I'm ready.
Yeah, they are.
Starting with Professor Plum. Then we're going to do a little role play.
Mhm.
You are Alex underscore. Lonely and
Okay.
desperate for attention, you have taken to asking questions on a relatively niche weekly podcast, knowing that they'll read it out no matter how autistic or all funny they are.
Mhm.
Lately, though, simply asking what's your funniest anecdote over and over is getting boring and repetitive. So you decide that in order to get as much attention as possible, you should emulate the style of a more popular and entertaining question asker, Violon. Her questions normally evolve around an edgy or disgusting topic, so yours will be about bestiality. However, to be able to write the funniest and attention-whoriest scenario possible, you need to have some first-hand experience. Your cat eyes you nervously from the corner of your room. Do you fuck your pussy right in the pussy, or head off in search of some larger prey?
First of all, I'd wonder where a cat came from because I'm quite allergic.
Oh, what if you bring
And
a cat
thus,
fucked a cat then?
yeah, I was gonna say, if I'm allergic to cats, does fucking a cat like just cause all sorts of issues?
I would guess.
I imagine it
I would
would.
assume so.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I love
I'm
when
kind
I
of.
know after all, like maybe, and one guy's like, yes.
I mean, he's a squirrel, so he'd know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say I head off in search of other prey, preferably one that isn't a cat, because
Perfect.
cats are shit.
All right.
You find a
Hey,
most
especially
Except
Bon Bon.
Bon.
Especially Bon Bon.
Well,
Why?
actually, no, that's true. She really is
Yeah,
kind
she
of...
is a shit.
She's trying to destroy my life.
Dude, Okay, so Archie's cat. He has two cats. One's called Treacle. One's called Bon
Yep.
Bon. They were
Yep.
both named. Yes.
Okay, no, okay. The
So
story
cute.
behind that
He's
is
big and
when they were
fluffy.
born,
Mhm.
I was very hungry, and it just sort of spiraled out of control. There was
Yeah.
treacle, there was Bon Bon, which is a sweet. There was porridge, there was coconut, and there was Frosted Flake.
Okay.
I didn't know about those three.
I did.
You know what my cat's name
I
is?
don't
My
have
cat-
those anymore. I have to give them away,
Aw.
unfortunately.
My cat's name is Turkey, so we're good.
But yes, Treacle is a darling. Treacle's loads of fun. Bon Bon is a cat that literally threw itself out of a window to get more attention.
And now she only has 3 legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a
She's
pogo
Pogo
cat.
cat.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've got big-
Also, if Arch does not pay Bon Bon enough attention, Bon Bon goes round the back of his computer and starts unplugging wires.
Oh my God.
We wish
It's
we were
true.
kidding.
It's
she
true.
did it in the middle of a game.
She's done it several times in the middle of games. I remember one time we were in T-34s in War Thunder, and you were singing the Soviet national anthem, and
Well,
just
of course.
partway through it, you just went bon bon nut, and then left the game.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I
So yeah,
think,
bon bon's a
I think
dick.
timing wise, the next question is going to be perfect after this.
All right, so now we're gonna go to Arconix's next question. What's your funniest anecdote?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He has so
I
many.
think I've told them all already.
No, Arch.
Not on here, you
Yeah.
haven't.
Tell the tragic comical one about when you went to go visit your wife.
When
he got locked out.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
oh,
that
shit,
one.
Yes.
Because it's funny and sad.
the first time I went over to visit her in Sweden, I went over for a week, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. I've never been to other country other than France before, so it was like, oh, Sweden, great stuff.
France isn't
Flip
a real
back.
country.
France, well, I don't. I'm not sure
It's
what France is.
it's basically a large dump pile.
It, no, no.
Yeah, when I start drinking, every time you open
Especially
your mouth, I
Paris.
swear.
Oh, especially Paris, but yeah.
Especially
Anyway, flew over to Sweden. Spent a week there. It was great. Had loads of fun. There's photographs and all kinds of things. I visit castles, and they actually have
Mhm.
castles in Sweden. It's cool.
Mhm.
Came back. They changed the locks.
His
Tried to open the
parents.
door. My parents had changed the locks. And they hadn't bothered to tell me.
That's so
And
fun.
it was
Like,
I had
were they
to-
just were they trying to just shit on your day, or?
no, they just literally forgot that I wasn't there.
Oh dear.
God damn it! I
It
went
was-
through a.
it
si-
was,
I
uh,
went.
A week away has just completely ceased to exist in their mind.
Yes.
I just love that story because I remember the first time you told it, everyone was kind of like, oh,
What the
and I was
fuck?
like, what? It was decades ago. It's funny.
I mean,
went
there is the famous quote that tragedy plus time equals comedy. So
Yeah,
Yes,
it's true.
that's
It's
true.
very true.
Mhm.
Arc, I went through a similar issue when I went to a friend's house. I came back, no one was in the house, doors were locked. I had to bust in through my own window, and no one called the cops on me. I'm a bit.
You're near Compton, kiddo. It makes sense.
Like I wasn't being stealthy about it either. Like, it's on the second floor. I had to climb a roof. I had to go to my leg.
Why would you break it? Why would you break in on not the ground floor?
Because it's on the top.
Because
There's
it's
another
a top
story
floor
like that. I
apartment.
just have to
Oh,
quickly
it's an
check something.
apartment.
Let me just-
Okay.
You think we have houses? We don't have money here. Shit.
I have a house.
I bought a house. I fucking bought a house. This is bullshit. I have a
Anyway.
mortgage.
I live in a
I'm
house.
old.
We
I
need
have
to
a
know
house.
the
I have a
question.
mortgage. I'm cool too, guys.
Wait, ask your question before I kill you.
Okay.
Our house.
Now we have a question
In
to
the
In
Ferret.
the middle of
Street,
our
right,
street.
sorry, I've got this wrong, yeah. I had to just gone quickly. I had permission about this.
Mhm.
But there's another funny anecdote. All right.
Okay.
Did you ask the
when it
wife's
was-
permission?
I had to go and ask the wife because it's about her.
Ah.
Right. So basically, this was once she'd come over to live with. I mean, my parents lived in a fairly big house at the time, so she came over. She was coming over to university, and she came to live with us, which was pretty cool, as you can imagine. Anyway, there was this one time when I had to go out for something, and it was just her in the house, and I'd forgotten my key. So when I came back, I was ringing the doorbell, and because she was on the computer, I think with the headphones on or something, she couldn't hear me. So I was ringing the doorbell, she couldn't hear me. So I had to go around, get round the back into the yard, get a ladder, climb up to the window, start banging on the window and yelling, "Chris, let me in! Let me in!" It took quite a while for her to hear me. Then I had to go and climb in through the window. So there you go. That's another funny anecdote.
Good job.
2 for the
Yeah.
price of 1.
I seem to get locked out of my house a lot.
I can tell that. Maybe there's something to that.
Mysterious.
Is
Yeah,
climbing
I'm
in through the
starting to
window
wonder.
your fetish? Arc?
No. I mean, it could be.
I mean,
Now that I
after
think
all,
about it.
after all, there's no wrong way to fantasize. So.
Okay. We're moving on. No. We're
Next
done here.
question.
Okay. We're going to Ferret's question, and Ferret, I
boy.
hope you're ready because I'm
We're
kind of
moving
half
on
sorry.
to jump right back into it.
Oh God. Oh.
I'm half
Ferret.
sorry. So
I'm ready.
Ferret,
We're
More
we're
roleplay.
sorry. We're sorry in advance.
Okay.
You are enigmatic otaku, and you've never had a
Mhm.
sexual experience with another human being. One fantasy you've always wanted to live out is having a big buff man ejaculate down your throat. However, as you are Enigma, you believe that sperm are basically just little slugs. So in order to act out this fetish, you go out early in the morning, collect up lots of little slugs from the damp grass, and swallow them all at once. Does the sensation of the goo and slime slipping down your eager throat make you come instantly, or do you vomit everywhere and go home unsatisfied?
Remember, here at the KHI podcast,
What?
killing yourself is always an option.
Oh, my thought was going to be it would probably be both.
Choking
You have
slugs.
a really unsatisfying orgasm and you still have to go home unsatisfied.
Choking the slugs.
Also, yes, Enigma once said that sperm are tiny slugs. So there you go,
Nice.
guys.
They're not though.
I know.
They're like the
God damn
farthest
it.
thing away from slugs.
Yeah.
I don't know, I
Tadpoles.
could
They're microscopic tadpoles.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
They
more
actually
accurate.
have an electric motor.
They do.
We'll talk about that later.
Little outboard motors on that.
Oh God.
All right.
Next.
Now we have one for Red Squirrel.
Actually, we have one for belligerent sock, but
I
since
know
you
he's-
guys
No, no,
did
no,
it-
no, no, no.
Thank
If you
you.
refresh, it distinctly says to Red
It does.
Squirrel.
Also, just quickly, Scrublord 14 in the chat says, die. WTF, WTF no stop, OMFG, you blank blank no stop.
Just so
I'm
you
gonna
know,
I'm gonna
those
shove a
comments are-
tadpole up your blank.
those are really common comments
Yeah.
for here. So be ready for
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Why-
Oh, good.
I was
Also, apparently, why are the ladies in this chat so great?
Right?
Because
I mean,
everyone
we're
in this chat
ladies,
is
so
great.
that automatically means we're pretty awesome to begin with.
Ferret's cool.
Yeah.
Crystal's cool. Mono's
I'm
cool.
terrifying. I think I'm just going to say that right now. I think it's because I'm terrifying to anyone who's smaller than me, which is like ants. But other than that, I think I'm pretty shit, and I'm very proud of it. Why are you so great?
I don't know.
She's Canadian.
Because you have those short little legs and that little fluffy tail, and
Yee.
sort of,
Yeah.
Well, you know
and
what,
everything
guys?
tube shaped.
And
You
the
know
little
what?
nose. Can't forget the little nose and the little wiggling wrist.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
It's true.
Well, you know what, guys?
Great
I'm,
name for
I'm pretty sub below temperature as well.
Moving
Yeah.
on. No, don't
Sub-
encourage him. We're moving on.
Did you just say you were
below.
sub below?
No,
Sub below.
don't encourage
Well,
him.
anyone who
sub
tells me
wouldn't
to
be
shut the fuck
above.
up.
So, you know.
I mean, depends on the dom, really.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Okay. Red
Okay.
Squirrel, you have a
The
question.
Jolly Dome. Sorry.
Red, you are a horny teenage
Yeah.
boy, and for a long time you've had a crush on a girl in your school.
Yeah.
However, no matter what you try, she always rejects your advances.
Yeah.
One day, after you've tried to catch her eye for many years, she reveals to you the terrible truth. She has rejected you and all other boys because she can only achieve orgasm by inserting objects of increasing girth into
Yeah.
the penis of her sexual partner.
Yeah,
Are you up for anything, including painful urethral insertion, or will you look for a girl with more normal extreme fetishes like scat or rape?
I like the idea
Well-
that rape is an extreme fetish.
Yeah.
I like her so much. Can we keep her?
Yes.
I'm learning things today.
We're gonna put Ferret on her own individual week. Like this is gonna
Right.
happen now.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
And it's just gonna be like me and
I wa-
Ferret
I wanna
talking
hear
nice to
Red's
each other,
answer,
and
though.
everyone will tune in.
I really do.
I want to hear Red's answer
Oh yeah,
too.
Red,
Is he
I'm
super
sorry,
into
Red. I'm
sounding?
sorry, Red.
Sorry, Red.
Well, first of all, shout out to Alex _ for addressing this question directly to me because I was getting ready to dramatically walk out after the question was done for not having a question addressed
No,
directly to me.
correspondent.
But secondly, if I ever ran into a situation like that, first thing I would do I would stand up and I would bang my fist on the table. I'd be like, "Who do you think you are? I do the inserting here." And then I would show them who's boss by inserting the thing into my own penis. And then I would go find somebody with a more normal extreme fetish.
Nice.
Sorry.
You're
I
tiny
like you.
little
You can stay
thing.
too.
Yeah.
You can stay too.
Oh, I'm not allowed to stay. No, there's Arch. Rip.
You have to earn that shit.
I'm going to stay anyway. I mean,
Race.
when my parents changed the locks, I decided to stay for another 10 years afterwards. So,
Also, I'm just gonna say this because I want to. Hey, everyone, faff.
Hey,
Yeah,
already
fat.
doing it.
Can we remember
Wow.
how great Aragon is?
oh,
Oh, Aragon.
That's right. Yeah.
Faffagon.
RFF in the middle
get-
of the street.
Aragon.
Okay.
In the middle of our faff.
I'm gonna move all the way down to questions from Lisa Claire,
Ooh.
and I think
Hey,
she's.
Lise.
I'm gonna grab the first question that I think everyone here is thinking. How did this happen?
Well,
Um,
there's a lot of
me
I mean,
alcohol
when a
involved.
mommy and a daddy love each other very, very much.
The long answer is ferrets. The short answer is me and Milk are shitlords and decided to throw all of you under the bus.
I think it's
So-
great. I think I'm so good that you did this. I think this is the most incestuous shit, but I'm so glad we're doing it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
down.
pretty
The,
awesome.
You forgot
the bus
that-
was
you guys-
delayed though.
You guys forgot the part about where the daddy disappears.
Yeah, he went down to the corner shop to pick up some cigarettes. I've not seen him for
When
15
a
years.
mommy and daddy love each other
Wait.
very much, but the
Wait.
daddy apparently doesn't love enough.
What are we
Jesus Christ.
what are we talking about anymore?
Did we ever
How
know?
Nick's dad left him. Anyway, next question.
All right, question number 2. Seattle's Angels. Do you consider G1 canon or not, and why?
No.
Well,
Yes, because
canon
the
to
Shrek
what?
and Scorpion have showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's related, but I'd consider it in a similar sort of way that the comics are, where it's not really canon, but it's kind of orbiting it.
no. I would
Semi-canon.
Kind of.
more like the relationship between the original Battlestar Galactica and the reboot.
Right, where it's an
Except
inspiration
without
sort
all
of
the
thing.
stupid plots and the stupid ending.
Arconix confirmed Cylon. Confirmed.
Confirmed bitter.
Cylon, of course he's bitter. They're machines,
Yeah.
they don't have emotions, not really.
Oh no, we have plenty of. I mean, they have plenty of emotion.
All of them are rage.
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah.
And then question number 3 for everybody.
Hmm?
How do you have the stamina to maintain such long podcasts?
Alcohol.
Practice.
It's true.
I zone
alcohol.
out about an hour and just ignore everybody.
But yeah,
Mostly because Plum is talking so much, no one else gets a word in edgewise.
it's true. It's true.
No, I
So
think
you
mean
follow you follow the milk method then.
Basically.
Like you're like, Milk, wake up.
Aragon. I mean,
I swear, I didn't. No, no,
Get
go.
that.
no.
I mean, it's stamina. Stamina is at least partly affected by testosterone, and I'm bald for a reason.
Man, I've got a lot of testosterone then. Shit.
Dude, Arch
It's okay. Go back to bed.
Arch has no hair on his head, but all the hair on his chin. He has a magnificent beard.
It migrated.
Yeah. It moved south for the winter. No,
Liked it
only
so
it'll
much
move
it never
north
went
again.
back.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Fine.
Oh.
All right. Now let's go to questions from Tony Montana, who we had the wonderful ability to actually meet in person at BabsCon. It was really nice.
He came out.
He
at
did.
Did you say hi to his little friend?
I did. I did.
We
Oh,
did.
Oh.
It was
Oh,
it was
boy.
a thing.
No, he
No,
he came out at 1 a.m. to our podcast, asked questions, and the very first thing he did was get up on the mic and shit talk Enigma to his face. So you know what?
Nice.
Aw.
I like that guy. I like that guy.
All right. So, first question for the Seattle's Angels. Have you reviewed any stories written by the cast members of the Good HAE podcast?
Oh god.
I haven't.
Yeah.
To my
idea.
knowledge,
Do you
my
expect
knowledge,
us to
not.
remember all that?
No, please
Yeah,
don't.
well, to my knowledge, we haven't reviewed anything by the GHAE folk. Partly because all of you are far too popular. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
no.
I'm popular?
Apparently you are.
You're either
Yeah.
popular
Actually-
or you're
Actually,
awful.
guys,
Those
no,
are the
no,
two
no,
options.
No, no. Our owner here, our
Mhm.
lovely owner Milk, has a couple of stories, and they are small time, and they are
Ooh.
not well loved, and
Ooh.
loved.
Ooh.
One of them is about Barry Punch getting a bottle stuck in her ass, but I'm sure that's not what you're looking for. So
Some
He
of you
did
have
actually
wheelchair
write a
stuff.
very serious war
Well,
story
it's
that
not-
you should take a
Yeah,
look at.
he
It's
wrote a war story.
He did. I can. Oh, it's cancelled. Rip.
But
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, it's not what we're looking for review purposes.
Last
but,
blog was 86 weeks ago.
Oh,
No.
Ah.
Nice, dude.
We're only kidding, of course.
Oh, boy.
Next question.
Probably.
Would any of you enjoy reading a story with dragon tits?
I mean, I've read stories with Anthro Ember, and she typically has tits even though she's a reptile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Anyway.
Yes,
minute.
I don't understand that one.
Wait,
No.
you guys read it?
Order
We
of the
read what?
Stick.
Not furry
Okay.
enough. No.
No.
I used to
No
read Order of
scalies
the Stick
allowed.
until the
No
guy
scalies,
who writes
get
it
out,
turned into a
read.
jerk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, the wife still reads that. So
Oh, that's
can't
good.
be that bad, I suppose.
Anyway, so what do we got
What the
next?
hell are they for?
What? Dragon tits?
For tits? I can tell you what tits are for.
Sexual appeal?
They're,
Yeah,
they're,
but
they're,
like-
pu-
I mean-
they're
And
basically
we
the.
can show them what
is
tits are
this-
for.
Is
They're
this
for
like,
clickbait.
yeah. Is
That's
this
for
like,
everybody,
yeah.
That's where the venom sacs are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was
Actually,
gonna
like that.
reference that
That was
exact comic.
beautiful.
Yeah.
One of the
Enigma?
guys that like
Enigma.
Ember is
Old
with has
Wen.
one of the guys that Ember's with has a weird thing, and he starts to suck on them, and he just
Wen.
dies, and she's like, "Not again."
Enigma, for you, I will write a story in which a non really wants to suck Ember's tits and then poisons himself and dies.
Nice.
Funny thing, if you actually eat venom, it doesn't do any damage to you. 'cause
Unless
it's
you have an
proteins.
ulcer. Unless you have an ulcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
No,
crap.
if there's an ulcer, it can get into
I
the
better
bloodstream.
not.
I have a
Suck
bad
on any
stomach.
snake
I
mouth
have,
or
I have a
ulcer
bad
then.
stomach, and they wouldn't let me take a Cobra venom shot because of it. So I know this.
Yeah.
No.
Really? Wow.
Like if it, an ulcer in the stomach or just in the mouth, either one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either one. It's basically you can't have
Mhm.
any problems, and it's in the throat where I tend to get holes because I have like bad health problems. So they told me I cannot do it.
Ripped
Why
off.
is it that-
Moral of the
I have
story: you
to
can't
be
take it in
honest.
the mouth or the throat.
Fuck off, priest! Oh my god! Next fucking
Nice.
question.
Man, all I'm remembering is the Sexy Losers comic where he fucks the chicken or trachea.
You know,
Oh my-
Sexy Losers. I love
Sexy
that.
Losers is the best!
Oh my god, the best was the fucking suicide girl and the guy being like, "I'll just wait till you kill yourself to fuck you," and so she never commits suicide. It's the
Yeah!
best.
I am
Guys, their head
completely
falls off
lost,
and he's
so
like,
I'm gonna keep drinking.
Oh, we
All
are
the-
friends.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
All
Uh,
we need now is to
Aragon
find
Faff,
out.
Aragon Faff.
Aragon Faff.
All we need to find out now is that Pencil really likes Oglaf, and then she's basically the same person as Faith.
Olaf is great.
Oglaf is pretty
You're
good.
right.
It is.
It is
Oh,
pretty
that is
good.
awesome.
Wait,
One of
wait, wait, we also wait. No, she's Canadian. Me, she's Canadian pencil.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, did we just find a
So wait.
doppelganger?
Wait, hang on. So what you're saying is that a ferret is a very bendy pencil.
So if I were to show Ferret my work, would she say, "Man, you have all the right to breed"?
No, she wouldn't because the thing is, I edited his work and an actual comment I left on it is please don't procreate. So when I edit people's work, I play hardball. You have to understand that. There's
yeah.
such wonderful things as like
Oh,
that's
oh!
not how this works. I don't expect you to know that because it's something you'll never experience. Try to stick to what you know.
Rip.
Ask the next question.
Oh,
Okay.
next question. I'm so sorry.
Next question.
No.
For the Seattle's Angels folk, what's your favorite OCs?
Princess Neon Boom.
Yes.
Princess
Golden
Neon Boom.
Retriever from
Yes.
Domain of the Reluctant Twilight Sparkle by Mr. Numbers.
Also that.
Yee.
All
Well,
right.
Princess
Mostly
Neon Boom,
Princess
mate.
Neon Boom.
Yes.
She is the most amazing OC.
Also, all of my OCs are great.
That's
but-
true.
Yes.
Archers-
Arch
yeah,
has some
Archers
amazing
OCs.
OCs, like his Donkey Doll.
Yeah, the good dude. The donkeys and Archer's story are great. But
Yee.
we have to all agree that Princess Neon Boom, Princess of Raves, who lives in Raveley and raves forever,
Yes.
is the single greatest OC that the fandom will ever produce.
No question.
Absolutely.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah.
What about Tracy?
No
Kidd?
argument.
Plum, plum,
EDM, be upon
plum,
her.
plum,
I am not drinking to.
plum.
destroy what
Is-
I just
is
said,
she
I
better
think
than
we should
Tracy
celebrate.
Cage, Plum?
Tracy is a good OC, but Neon Boom though.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
just so neon and boomy.
Yeah, she is
I-
incredibly neon. More
And
neon
she
than
can
you
spin
could
them
possibly
discs.
imagine. She
Or
can
flip
spin
them.
She
discs.
draws
I
you
will
in with
accept
the
it.
neon
I
and
will
then
accept
blows your
it.
mind with the boom.
Yes.
I'd rather she not blow my mind or rather she blow something else. Next question.
But
All right.
the equipment.
It's time to get everyone in here to fight because this is gonna be
Well,
one of those like.
there's a very small thing there that could be,
Penis?
anyway.
Oh, Oh, zing.
That wasn't quite what I was thinking, but
Good. None
You
of
know.
us were thinking about it either.
Nice.
you know,
All right. So, what do each of you look for a story to consider it good, and what do you look for it to be considered great?
am I first on this because I've got an A in my name?
Yes, go.
I think I am. Okay, to be
Go,
considered
Alamel.
good. Oh, to be considered good, it has to have a decent plot. It has to be engaging. It has to have interesting characters. It has to be reasonably well written. To be considered great, I have to start reading it and not stop until the end and wonder where all the time went and why it's dark outside and why I'm naked and sticky.
That sounds like a good time, man. What are you talking about?
Dude,
sounds
that's
like
a pretty
pretty
good
Well,
story.
great. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
Yeah. It's a pretty solid opinion. I'd say that I'd
Yeah.
concur with that.
Very-
I mean,
I'd say for me, good is the grammar is solid, the sentence construction looks good, it has an interesting plot hook. To make it great, you have to really make the characters kind of stand out. Whether you're writing an OC or you're writing one of the main six or a background pony, you have to really make them feel real to me. Like my favorite stories are the ones where it honestly feels like the author has just like made a dimensional portal and he's literally just writing down what they're seeing.
Mhm.
oh yeah, I like that.
Say
Like
out.
Terry Pratchett.
Say out again.
What?
Say out. Say out again.
Out?
Me?
Yeah.
What?
Say
What?
out. Say out.
Out?
Oh, Canadians. Anyway, we can move on now.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Plum.
Exactly.
Out.
Exactly.
Plum.
Out.
Yo. What makes a story good?
Moustache.
Mustache. Yeah. How much of an accent they have. I know. What makes a story good is if the characters are interesting. I can deal with like stylistic disagreements or issues with grammar, but the characters need to be compelling and there needs to be a compelling reason for them to be there. For it to be considered great, it's got to have that and be written well. So.
For
And then,
me,
Red,
a
go.
story to be considered good is to not write out AJ's freaking accent. Just let her say the word
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I ain't got no education.
Oh,
No
hi. No, sorry.
accent.
I didn't learn a thing.
There.
Well, I didn't quite know this
Oh,
was
hey.
what we were doing
And
right
I'm
now.
Granny Smith and Apple Bloom and my brother. You're gonna have to be nicer to me, otherwise I'm gonna kick you in your fucking face. Anyway, what are we doing?
Jake the army guy. Jake the army guy turns up and he says faff 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 Aragon faff
Oh.
faff faff.
Hi, Jake.
Hello,
Hey,
Jake. Thank you. I'm now. I'm
Hi,
going to have to
Jake.
get very.
Glad
Jake is,
you're-
Jake is a super cool dude and he's the best live reader ever alongside.
Didn't-
Oh yes.
Didn't we have Jake as a guest once?
Jake
No.
is actually Jake's actually one of the first followers I had. So
That's
I
horrible. Jake, why are you
Wow.
following her?
you didn't know.
Jake is,
Oh, he's drinking and he wants everyone else to be drinking.
He's
Okay.
dark. He's
fair.
dark.
I am also drinking, Jake.
He's
Jake
dark.
is on our
He wants
potential
everyone else
list.
to be
I
dark.
have drunk.
Drinking.
Next
Quarter of a
question,
liter of gin.
priest. Next question, priest. Next
I
question.
wasn't finished.
I don't care.
No.
I'm kidding. Go on.
For a story to be considered great, to me, it's gonna sound like a cop out, but it has to have a certain something where
Je ne
it
sais quoi.
evokes. Yes,
Je
the
ne sais
je ne sais
quoi.
quoi. Where I mean, when a story makes you feel something,
Hmm.
then it means that the author felt something when they were writing it, and they want to get that idea across to you. They're not just writing down words about a character performing certain actions. They're trying to say something. There is a story about who the author is and what they want to tell you inside the story itself.
So basically, what you're saying is the secret to making a great story is not bottleable, so you should just stop trying.
I took it as never don't not feel your feelings.
Faff.
Always feel your feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not.
Don't start believing.
So
Don't
if I make
stop moving forwards, backwards. Yes.
so if I make them feel a boner, what's my message again?
Well,
But
they
you're
felt
doing it
something.
right.
Jake the
Your
Army guy
message is,
says.
love me, or else I'll die alone. But you probably will anyway, so give up. Anyway, next.
Jake the Army guy says, I only follow sexy people and great writers. You decide which you are. Well, I've not written a story, so glad to know, Jake.
I don't think Jake follows me. Now I'm sad.
Wow.
Oh.
By the
Rip.
way, Shakespeare, please. Thank you for getting the reference. Let's move on.
Don't start.
Yes.
believing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
That was for
gravity
you
falls.
guys.
Okay. All right. Now, quickly, the Seattle Angels people. Last question from Tony Montana. Name a story or genre that you like that the other guests don't.
I like dystopian fiction, and Ferret hates that. I know that for a fact.
It's not a
safe
case
for
of I
Ferret.
hate it, but it's not safe for ferret.
It's not safe
Yeah,
for
it's,
Ferret.
it's a lot of things in that sort of general direction
Mhm.
that aren't really safe for ferret. I quite like
Tragedy, sads, that sort of thing.
yeah, I quite like sad stories. I mean,
Mhm.
stories that kind of
Move you.
really tug at your heartstrings and leave you this sort of pasty, oily mess of a wreck on the floor.
So you want stories that rape your
Sticky.
emotions, like full on
Yeah.
penetrating rape your emotions.
Pretty much, yeah. The catharsis is quite relieving in its own way. Yeah, that sort of thing. That's also not safe for ferret.
Yeah.
You mean you want more stories about Celestia's butt?
Of
I mean,
course.
obviously.
Not
It's
Celestia's butt in particular.
one of the
More
best
sort
butts
of-
out there.
It's a pretty top tier butt.
The tragedy that is the
lack-
nation's loss of the ability to experience that,
The tragedy of the lack of Celestia's butt is
Yeah.
one of the most heartfelt.
Yeah, what was the last time Celestia faced away from the camera on the show? Come
I
on.
know. It's
She has
tragic.
never.
We need the
Wait,
booty.
no, she has.
She has once or twice.
Once or
Yes,
twice.
once or twice.
She
Because we
doles it
also-
out in small parcels to keep you
She,
invested.
she rations it. Too much of that ass would just, everyone would just
Your
die.
eyes would just burn.
Celestia
Yeah.
don't give it away in the first season.
It's like this. It's like the sun itself. You can't look for too long, or you'll go blind.
Basically, what we're saying here is that the sun
Praise
does
the
in
sun.
fact shine out of there.
Yeah.
Yes, praise the sun.
Praise.
I've got my arms up in the air. You can't see it, but there you go.
Archer's
So,
got his
yeah.
arms up in the air while Red is flailing his arms like Greg the Fox would.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually I don't know. I can't think of any particular genre that I like that the other guests wouldn't like, except for that the ferret doesn't like because ferret is not safe for ferret.
Aside from
You
the
know,
art, I basically read anything. So
Red.
except random. I hate random. Random's awful.
I like
Oh,
stories
clearly
about button mash, which apparently a lot of people don't.
That's
so.
true. Red likes button mash, so he's an outcast.
Well, button mash is kind of alright.
Oh shit, Mono's here. Hi, Mono.
Hi, Mono.
Oh shit.
We
Hi,
saw
Mono.
each other last weekend.
Hi,
Hi.
Mono. Hi, Mono.
Hi, Mono. Oh god. I'm sorry I made you answer that question about how you drowned. Sorry.
Ah,
Yeah, rip.
Mono,
anything you
come
like
to
to
BC.
I
add?
have an important parcel to deliver, so I'm going to go do that zone out thing. But really, I'm just leaving.
Anyway, we
Okay.
should move on
Next
to more
question.
questions.
Okay, now we're going to Nobody Special, who asks, what is the best way to break writer's block?
Right.
oh, now here's a funny thing. The wife told me this just the other week, and it actually really does work. What you do is you take a piece of paper and you try and write a sentence on it upside down.
Okay.
You
Is
have
this
no
like-
idea how effective this is.
Is this
it
like
really fucking
is
works.
this like the hiccup cure where you like stand on your head and drink a glass of water or whatever?
Which is what how people do
Kind
so you can
of,
laugh at them, but that's it.
Yeah.
Except nothing like that at all does actually work.
I don't
She showed
know.
me some
I've
of the
not had the
sentences
hiccups
she wrote.
since.
She showed me some of the sentences that she wrote upside down. Their handwriting is better than mine. I am very annoyed at that, but it works anyway.
Nice.
So yeah,
Adorable.
there you go. That's how you break writer's block. Write a sentence upside down.
My advice is just write something. It doesn't matter if it's related to what you write, just write and don't stop writing. And eventually you can sort of steer that towards writing something good.
Just right. Don't stop believing.
Enigma, stop. Stop
Also,
bleeding.
don't be Enigma. So.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
Ferrety ferret.
Next question or next person.
No,
excuse me.
ferret.
What? Okay. I tend to go with the attitude of just write, sit down and
Yeah.
write about your day, write about what you're thinking that exact moment, write about how much you hate writer's block. Write a different
Enigma.
part of the story, write a different scene, write a totally different story. Like just
Yeah.
put words on the page.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the best solution for getting over writer's block that I've heard from my writing friends.
hmm It's worth noting that neither Ferret nor I actually write
Yep.
much.
Well,
Just-
Ferret did write a thing,
Ferret writes
Yeah.
a thing. I
so
have
she's
not
got that
written a
over
thing.
you.
Yeah,
You've
it's
written
true.
the thing, you just haven't published it yet. It's like
Oh,
your
yeah,
physical
yeah,
manifesto.
yes.
Publish it.
Yeah, oh god, I can publish it myself because I'm a fucking story proofer. I wouldn't do that though because the world is not prepared for the story which is called, and I quote, "totally legit story which will make Pav Feyera cry with shame."
Please publish this.
the
It's
bio
long.
is "the world is not prepared for such beauty." It's 53,000 words. It's Chrysalis, Ember, Anon, the Yaks, Gummy. Gummy is Anthro. Nobody else is Anthro. Gummy's Anthro.
I want to read this. I want to do a dramatic reading of this.
Having read it, it's magical.
It's
I wanna
It
read
is.
I'll-
It's truly beautiful.
That's the cover art. I just posted the cover art in the chat.
Priest, you and I could do a reading of this with Flam. We could do all the voices. It could happen. We could do
We
this.
could give Gummy Palpatine voice.
Yes, we
Nice.
could give Gummy Palpatine's voice. It could totally work.
Also, the first chapter is called "The First Chapter of a Winning Pony." So. Anyways, next question.
All right. Is there a popular story that you guys really dislike?
The cat.
Oh god, don't get me started.
Yeah, we hate everything. Except
Yeah,
one
pretty
that-
Go
much.
on, please. Shit talk everyone. Go
I
for
really
it.
don't
Alright,
like
let's
Kudzu
see.
Haiku's work.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Kodzu's stuff either. Too much farting.
There is literally a scene in, I think it's The Catch, that talks about how a character has been violated by a massive penis.
Was
Nice.
that
You
dirty?
should never read my work.
Yeah.
No, that's not my problem. I don't care about that. The point is literally, they're in the doctor's office and he's going, we can't help her because she has a core of necromancy running through her because she was violated by a massive penis. Not
should
a ghost or
never
anything.
read my
It was
work.
totally a penis.
Nice.
There's a
It's
scene in
literally
Pencil's.
so
I'm
badly
gonna
written.
say pencil is absolutely not safe for ferret.
Okay.
Not even slightly.
There's
Not,
a
not
scene
even
in
a little.
Pencil's work where a pony's getting raped by a changeling and the pony ends up liking it.
Yeah.
That's
mean,
the
Darth
most
did that.
gentle thing you could
True.
choose. There's a gynecology story that involves Granny
Yeah.
Smith. Let's put it that way.
Grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Oh
Love.
Jesus!
It's called
I remember that joke.
okay.
Oh.
But yeah,
Christ,
I think Ferret, myself, and Arconics are all in agreement in where we think Kudzu Haiku is not a particularly good writer. So,
Honestly, I've never read anything by Kudzu Haiku, so I can't actually make any kind of.
fair enough. Jake the
Objective
Army Guy
opinion
brings
about
up a good point that the universe of a winning pony is awful.
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I originally started out quite liking that. It was quite funny, and then it went stupid,
It went
and it got
weird.
stupider, and then it just turned around and became even more stupid.
The really
Yeah.
crazy
Like
thing is
watching-
that they planned it out from the start like that.
Did they?
Yeah, apparently.
I have.
Apparently, yeah.
It's just because it doesn't make sense because it started out as this hilarious,
Cutesy comedy sort of
relatively amusing
thing.
parody of the whole winning thing,
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen bullshit, and then somewhere about 15 chapters in, they pulled on the drama tag so fucking hard that it
Dude.
imploded half the universe and turned the rest of it to complete shit.
Yeah.
It was well written. It still is well written. I haven't read it for a while, but when I last read it, it was well written. It's just
The subject matter is not the most
no, it
tonally
didn't work
consistent.
because it was a comedy and it just pulled the fucking. It just went into this whole
It just went
drama
super
thing. and
drama
just-
about children
it's-
and yeah.
Oh.
And then since then it's gone into really strange things where like lesbians can have children together through the magic
Oh
of
yes,
love.
the lesbian
Oh,
fart
magical
babies.
lesbian
Through the magic of love,
Oh,
but gay
no,
people
don't you,
can't.
Jake.
Gay men can't have magical babies because they're
Baby.
not
No, they
lesbians.
can't.
That
It's
baby.
discrimination. That.
Yeah.
Booty baby.
Yeah. No,
Sorry,
they have
Kevin,
to.
what
They
do you-
have to find a lesbian to have gay
Yeah.
men lesbian
Yeah.
fart
What?
babies with.
Yeah, they have to
Hold
find a
on,
lesbian
time.
to have a kid for them.
Yeah.
You know,
Someone's gonna have
you
to
make-
move us along.
See, they make babies with the power of love somehow.
You guys make Pony sound like a sorry from Mass Effect.
Pretty
God,
much.
stop.
That's pretty much what they
I
are.
think
It's kind of like that, except if there were men Asari who are not allowed to have children because they're men.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit pause because we're faffing about and we have only like a half hour to go.
So we need to
So-
start going through questions. Let's
No,
do
we
this.
should. This stream should go on longer because we got like 4 times the people.
Dude, you don't understand. We have shit to do in our lives. So
Fuck no, you don't.
Well,
It's a Friday
so do
night and
we.
you're doing a pony podcast. Who the fuck
Yeah.
has shit to do?
He does have a point.
sitting there being like, is she done yet? Fucking A again every Friday. So
Nice.
All right. So
Hey,
how
I've
can a
got
writer
my wife
improve their
waiting for me in
stories?
the other room. All right.
that's better. That's better. Do that. Exactly. Do that.
Get her on the
So
stream.
do that for us, for all of us.
She
Next
can
one.
wait.
Get her on the stream, dude.
I'm gonna sit here until you're done.
She has quite quivering nethers, and you turn her down for us. You're the biggest faggot in this place, okay?
See, like
Okay,
after this
stiff
podcast,
competition. Yeah.
after this, Pencil and I
Hey,
are
she's
gonna
into
put on
that, Phil.
fancy clothing and roleplay.
Ooh.
So we're gonna play D&D.
We're playing D&D, okay? We're playing fucking D&D. Next question.
Nice.
Cool. I'm playing an Ironclaw game.
Yeah.
Hey.
He is. Also,
All
Ray's
right,
gonna be
how can a
good,
writer improve their stories?
Get good.
Writing more of them.
Yes.
Those are both
Reading
Good
stuff.
editor,
Yes.
Get good reviewers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Study
editors.
other
Editors.
authors that you
Yep.
like.
So
Yeah.
the list
You know
is
what-
write more, read more, get more editors, get more reviewers. Done.
Get
You know
Fair to
what's-
help you.
Although I will say
Get
this:
mental health.
read good stuff. All right. Don't
Read
read
good stuff.
fucking Twilight or whatever. You know.
You
Read
know-
Here's the thing that I've
stories.
always said. The thing that I've always said is read good stuff, but read it twice. The first
Yes.
time you go through it as a reader, and you're like, "Hey, I like this story about my little
Yes.
Lassie being adopted by a human." And then the second time you go through it, you're like, "Okay, I liked this bit, but why?" And it's you're
Yes.
thinking about why you like things that gets you into the writer's mood, where you're like, "Oh, okay, I liked this because it did some interesting stuff with the perspective, or there was a neat twist that kind of like changes the way things were viewed and all that sort of thing." It's the second reading that really helps.
Yeah. This
Also,
is. This
just
is.
get good.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
well, yeah, obviously. Well, this is what excuse me, C.S. Lewis called what was it? Enjoyment and contemplation.
Mhm.
Enjoyment is where you immerse yourself in the thing. Contemplation is where you look at it from the outside and
Mhm.
examine it and pull it apart and tear it to pieces. You have to be able
Mhm.
to do both.
Mhm.
So yeah.
You know what's good motivation to get good at writing?
Hmm?
Having someone take away your rights to breed, and you have to get good if you want to ever procreate.
That's true.
It's true.
I have to live in a closet.
It's true.
Priest
Until you get
lives in
your
the
10
closet.
changes.
Hey.
10 changes.
Priest,
Get your
come
10
out of
changes
there.
right, priest. Okay?
Priest,
No,
yeah,
he doesn't
priest, come out of
until he
that
gets his 10
closet.
changes right. No, he has to get his 10 changes right before he comes out.
Well, maybe we should get in with him. Just to encourage him.
Everyone.
No, please, I don't have any food.
Everyone is.
We'll bring gin and be sociopaths
Okay.
together.
Anyway, please let's move on. Please let's
Yes.
move on.
Next question by Nobody Special. Why can't I sleep at night?
The
Because
gin.
you're not drunk enough.
Yes.
Because of the monsters under your bed.
Okay.
Yeah, that too.
Next question. Why am I dead inside?
Because
Same
the
reason.
monsters under your bed and the
You were
gin.
violated by a massive cock.
Yes.
Final
And then
question.
widespread necrophilia.
Final question from Nobody Special. How do I leave this mortal prison called life in a non-painful way?
Vote it out.
You,
Vote
There's a
yourself out
place
of the mirth
like-
coil.
Switzerland, I believe that if you can prove that you're dying of an incurable disease or that you are genuinely so mentally ill you'll never be happy, they'll let you commit suicide.
Yeah.
They do that.
Also-
Oregon too.
Or
Yeah.
what you can
Or-
do is you can sit there and you can say to the life and death, "Fuck you! I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait you out, and I'm gonna win, and you're gonna be sitting there, and you'll be so pissed off that you'll leave me alone, and I'll live forever.
You just sit there, really, really intently, think orange monkey eagle,
Yes.
and the only Rooster Teeth fans will get that one.
You reminded me of things that I had forgotten
Alternatively,
forever.
you could get your eagle head mask and your thong.
Just
Gotta
Uncle
tap-
Dancing
send
is
them
way.
sweet.
coil. Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
get that headlight fluid tapped out.
Hey.
That's right.
Anywho, what is
All
the
right.
next question? Pretty Steve Pie.
We're gonna go to questions from Desh Loon. I always get shit for not getting their name right, and I did it this time. All guests, if you could, would you?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
That's right.
Now, quickly for pencil, Desh Loon has been trying to figure out which of your stories to start with and has had no luck. Which do you suggest?
Oh, son of a bitch! That's not an easy question.
of
Not when
them.
you least expect it. Don't start with one of my serious stories. If you want to get used to me, God, what's quintessentially me?
Oh, I know what's a good one.
Violence?
What do you think? I think what I'd recommend. So what do you think?
Father of the Centauri.
I don't think I'd recommend Father of the Centauri because that has less like sexual humor in it. It's just more about, you having a centaur baby who screams and turns people into things.
Nice.
Good God, you have to
So
say
it's like the
stories.
kid from the Twilight Zone?
It's worse. It doesn't speak because the concept was that when horses are born, they can stand up and run around, but when babies are born, they can't hold their bodies up, and so you combine the two.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, and I think if I was honestly going to start you anywhere, start with
Unzipping Celestia.
no, don't start with Unzipping Celestia. Fuck you. I'd say if you're probably going to start with me, if you want to get used to me,
Start with the latest story.
Maybe.
You're trying to remember the name of the story. You guys aren't helping.
Describe it.
You have 58 stories.
Start with hole in one. Start with hole in one. Start at the deep end. Jump in. Go. Read
Nice.
about fucking somebody's leg holes and changeling birth through said leg holes like the Peepa Peepa Toad. Break your
Nice.
brain. Just do it.
Oh, I like the Peepa
I
Toad.
love that you
thing's
don't want the
horrifying.
Peepa Toad.
It's a horrifying
hysterical.
thing.
Because those things are amazing and I think they're brilliant.
I think they're
How
horrifying.
You fuck Crystal's leg holes and it impregnates them, and so she gives birth through her leg holes, screaming like 24 hours later because she's an insect and they have babies fast, and you have to deal with your many offspring and pulling them out of her legs. It's really gross.
I'll believe
It
it.
got 125 upvotes. It's great.
Kind of touches on a whole bunch of things that I really don't want to touch
It's
on. I'm not
basically
gonna talk about it, like,
tryptophobia.
Cringing terribly.
Yeah, it
on
sounds
time
like it.
time.
It's 100% tryptophobia because
It is.
I
Oh,
suffer.
fuck me.
Yeah.
I suffer from mild tryptophobia, and the Pippa Toad fucks my life up. That
Yep.
story would be horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna have to
like
go
it
and read
too,
it
but
and
I
be
still think the
terrified
Pippa
now.
Toad's amazing.
well, it's either that.
It's
or
amazing. It's absolutely
It's
amazing.
awful.
No, the Pippa Toad is amazing
Right,
because of
because
the
it's
way
human.
like its eggs dissolve its back and
No!
its children hatch within it. But it's
No!
horrible.
Right.
It is horrible.
It is because
Why?
after they're all gone, it's swimming around with just this fucking.
Yes.
Holy God, yeah.
What
Swiss cheese
guys,
back.
What about that toad?
Ugh.
What about that toad? That toad that has all its babies come out of its back as frogs.
That's
That's
literally
what we're
the thing
talking
we're
about,
talking
Enigma. All right.
Oh my God.
That's literally the exact thing we're talking about.
No,
It's
you see,
Okay.
it's one of those funny things because I can like snap open a crunchy bar and you can see all the little holes inside that. I have no problem with that and all that kind of thing. But the minute it becomes
holes in
organic,
flesh.
So you're not a fan of it. Got it.
Yeah.
awful.
Anyway,
Next
on,
question. Now
on
that
with
we
the things.
Okay, now question for our next question is from Aragon, guys.
Next
Nice.
one.
Drink.
Yes.
To both podcasts.
Hi,
I can't
Aragon.
ask was the worst guest that you both ever had because y'all assholes would say my name. So who's
I
the
would not.
best guest each cast has respectively had?
Oh.
Crystal, yeah, Aragon. He was
Crystal
super
Oh,
and
no,
Ansel.
actually, in all honesty, I think I would. I'm tempted to say Colin Gardez because I'm a huge
Colin
fan of
Gardez
it.
is great. He was a
Yes.
great guest.
Yeah,
But we
he was
also-
awesome.
didn't we
Mono
also
was
have,
really fun too.
Yes.
Who was there?
Skirts was awesome.
Mono.
Who was, sorry, what was?
Monochromatic.
Oh, Mono
She
was
was
great.
Mono.
Mono was great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mono.
Mono
Mono.
was so
Mono.
sweet. That was
Mono.
Hey,
Mono.
Mono.
Yeah,
Ours is probably
Monorail.
genuinely either Puss Puss or Crystal and Ansel because Crystal and Ansel I loved them so much, and Puss Puss rolls with the punches better than most people we get on here.
Nice.
Cool.
Also Aragon.
He married and then raped me on stream, Puss Puss.
It's true. You did.
It's true. But seriously, you guys should Seattle
Wait,
Sanders
hang
should
on.
have Quill and Blade on.
You guys should. You really should.
Mhm.
Yeah. Didn't we also have short skirts and explosions that one time?
Yeah, that's what I
Yes,
said. Skirts was really
both
awesome.
You did.
skirts.
Yeah,
I'm
Skirts
going to
was
change
pretty
my
good.
answer to Ponky. Ponky was
Oh my
great.
gosh, yes. Ponky was
Ponky is a
wow.
magnificent human being. He's also a great writer.
Forgotten about Ponky, but yeah.
Dude, how can you forget about Ponky?
Because I'm a
Forget
shit.
about Ponky. Yeah, you
Because
are.
I'm
Pretty
shit and
much.
drunk.
Yeah. Rainbow
yeah.
Bob was fun.
I feel like I couldn't
Yeah.
pick a favorite because all of them are so awesome in different ways.
We do have a lot
Mm.
of really good guests, but I
Yeah.
have no hesitation in saying Ponky just because he's such a chill dude. Skirts is a
Redmond's
close
Avatar
second.
is funny.
It was really nice to listen to the Skirts cast. We
Yeah.
we went and invited him over, but he declined. Probably, I
Yeah.
can't imagine
Yeah,
why.
I think he's been busy
Rip.
or something. He's got a really nice voice, though.
He has got a
And
nice
really
voice.
nice.
Yeah.
Really calming.
He
you know,
is quite shy. Yeah.
very chill.
All right,
but
so-
Ponky. Oh my god, I love that dude.
Now, for Plum,
Oh,
Arc, and Ferret,
Nice.
you are, in order, a story approver in Finfic, a mod in Derpy Buru, and an EQD pre-preater. Good job, Aragon. Who might as well be running the entire thing by now.
Totally
Seeing as
not
you've
true.
known each other for a while, who would you say has it worse? And when it comes to the amount of time you need to spend working for your respective website and why?
I'm gonna say it's a really interesting comparison of three websites because we're kind of like a spectrum. On
Yeah.
the one end, we've got Arch, where his job is primarily reactionary, where like people just submit their own stuff and like things get reported and then they're taken down by the staff and that
Yeah.
sort of thing. On the other end of the spectrum is Ferret, where everything is submitted to staff, everything goes through the staff, nothing goes up without Ferret or someone Ferret's working with say so. It's all very tightly controlled there, and I'm kind of in the middle, where Finfic staff, we approve a lot of the stories by hand, but we've also got some that don't, and basically the way moderation works is reactionary. We won't, if we stumble across something that breaks the rules, we'll deal with it, but most of our moderation relies on people reporting shit to the staff. So it's
And
kind of an
so
interesting
often they
spectrum.
would rather just complain about it
Yeah.
than report it.
Oh
because
my god.
Fuck everything.
Oh my god. I think I actually went on a rant about this in the original podcast when
You
I
probably
was
did.
on here.
You did.
Where, yeah. Because it's just, dudes, if something is wrong, report it to a person who has the ability to fix it. If you don't report it, it won't get fixed. And if you just sit there and moan, all that it's going to do is make you and the people around you upset, and it just fixes nothing. Report
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I mean, for an experiment, I have
Mhm.
set up. We on Derpy we get a live feed of every single comment that goes on the images through
Oh,
our
God.
IRC thing. I know
Wow.
it's crazy.
Nice.
I set up a thing that so it would ping me every time someone asked the mods to do something, and then just sat and watched it.
Mhm.
And there was so many people saying, "Mods, fix this. Mods, do something. Mods, this. Mods, that." And it's like none of them bothered with the reports thing at all. We have report buttons for comments and images and posts and everything, and they don't click those.
Mhm.
I tell you what, the funniest thing is though is the people that click on the report button and use that to reply to someone else in a comment.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. I mean, it's,
Yeah. Like,
I
at the
don't
end of the day,
understand people.
at the end of the day, a report that isn't reporting anything worth reporting, like a bogus report, it wastes a minute or two of our time at
Yeah.
most, because
Yeah.
we look into comments and we say, oh, there's nothing really going on here. So, whoops, a minute or two's gone down the drain, how horrible.
Hmm.
Who cares? Just report the shit you think is wrong.
Exactly.
We don't care about having a minute's wasted, because it's a fucking minute. It takes no
Yeah.
time whatsoever.
Well, I do it in between when I'm working. I just
Yeah.
look in every so often. and
Look
go,
at the queue, yeah,
Click that,
just
close
see
that,
what's
close
going
that,
on.
close that, do that, delete that. Okay, they're done.
And if you're right, whatever's going on that's shit stops. So you've just made the site a better place.
Yes.
There's
But
literally
they
no
don't want to
reason
do
not
that.
to
They
do
just
it.
want to
Yeah.
complain and whine
Yeah.
and yell at one another.
Like we
and
are doing
try and
now.
get-
If there was a report button for the people watching this stream, I would hit that so hard.
Anyway,
I didn't
go to the next question.
right. Milk,
That's just rude.
wake
Plum.
up.
I know.
The stream is wrong. We're gonna go to Shakespeare, please. Scroll up. There was scrolling problems.
Well,
Okay.
you're gonna be awake.
So
Deal with it. Shit.
now, for Professor Plum from Shakespeare, please. Firstly, I salute a fellow 4chan veteran. Question: You've unwittingly gotten poison ivy all over your hand. Which would you rather avoid more, to wipe your butt or to masturbate? Remember, you can always avoid masturbating while you recover, but you have to deal with your butt daily.
Yeah.
Also,
I was
Pencil,
gonna
you
say,
have to ask the next question. Apparently,
I know.
I'd wipe my hand on a tree and then go home. Like, I don't know why I instantly have to touch my butt or a dick, or I'd wipe my face and just kill myself. So
That's the way we do it here. So
Yeah.
It makes sense.
all of the above.
Alrighty, so I believe I have to ask the next question. Is that
Oh,
accurate?
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Oh Christ.
Hold on, let me put on my like non-shit I'm so sick voice. Let me do this. Okay. Are you there?
We hear you.
We hear you.
I'm waiting for Ferret to make sure she's there.
I'm here.
Okay, here we go. A woman with a big slimy vagina has tempted you into her bed, and once vagina, and to make sure you do, she has stolen your car keys and stuffed them into her slimy vagina. And after them with your fingers. As you do, you can't help but get her slimy, sticky mucus secretions dripping all over your hands. Skin's pores. You will be surely smelling like it for days, no matter how hard you scrub. Suddenly, juice, you sneeze. What kind of car do you drive?
I don't drive.
There you go.
What the fuck was that?
That
It
was
was
a
Shakespeare.
violent.
Welcome to the Good HIE podcast.
Yeah, that was a violent.
Oh, it's good to be here.
I especially liked how like it kept cutting in and out every now and then, Pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah,
you just
it
randomly,
cuts out,
you just randomly
and then
cut
just-
in partway through the word gina, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
China.
Gina.
No, don't. No, we're not going into Trump. We're moving on.
Wait, what?
Fulmer. I'm sorry, I ruined it. We have questions for Samson's Bagels. Number
Okay.
1. Why would any of you willingly tarnish your names by appearing on this godless podcast?
But it's an
I was
awesome.
drunk.
Yeah.
I was already drunk.
All right. Number 2. What was the absolute worst story ever recommended to you?
It
I
hasn't
don't
happened
remember
yet.
the title, but I remember it had absolutely no grammar. The punctuation was non-existent, and I think it was FOE thick.
Nice.
Oh,
That was
wow.
Equestria, not Fallout.
Ah, of course.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna say all of the stories which are actually just from alts with authors trying to promote their own stories. We don't allow self-promotion, and it's really fucking obvious when your 5-minute-old account joins the group in order to post a recommendation.
Especially when you can see the IP addresses.
Especially when, even before I could see IP addresses, this was easy to see. Like, you don't have to be a genius to figure out that Pony Random Name 666 recommending this story when he's just fucking created an account is fucking suspicious. Also, his third question is broken. Rip.
Yeah, it's sad, but
Rip.
still, Faps. All right, question for our Arconics. How does it feel to have the edgiest sounding name on the cast?
I had no idea it was edgy.
We found out, well, he found out a little while ago that a player called Arconix is apparently really big in EVE Online.
Oh yes, I keep getting people messaging me on my Twitter,
Yeah.
trying to find this fella in EVE Online and complaining about shit that's happening in the game. It's like, what? I've never played EVE Online,
Rip.
but they think I'm this EVE Online. I mean, I picked it because it sounded cool. It's Archon, and then put a couple of letters on the end because then it would fit and work, and someone hadn't already
Archon
taken
9.
it. It wasn't
Yes.
actually Archon 9. It was
Oh.
literally just, it sounded kind of like a Greekish, Latinish ending.
Oh god. So is that's Priest in the background of that photo, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's fucking
geez.
dressing up as a non. Are you for real?
Well, he goes with me
Yes.
dressed up as Tracy Cage. What do you want,
Oh,
kid?
Jesus
And that's me
Christ.
getting licked right there very awkwardly.
Yeah.
What are you dressed
Continue.
as?
I'm dressed
We
as
might
my
as well
OC.
share it to the stream now that everyone who's
Yeah.
listening can't see it.
No, that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
just have to
absolutely.
imagine all the penises everywhere.
If you
There's
do
so
it,
many
if you
pieces.
do the streams in Google Hangouts, you can replace your.
Oh, fuck that now. It's fine.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
replace
these
your
go
image.
on-
We're wasting
these-
time. Let's go.
These go on
Kinds of
iTunes
edgiest
and Google Play as
sounding
MP3s,
names.
so it's not really helpful.
There you
So,
go.
we're gonna go all the way down to Apple Tank. So to good HAE in general, call Plum Screed Palm for the rest of the cast because it's funny or whatever.
I
I
don't like
can't
that.
do that.
But can we ask
Okay.
Milk one question?
Yes.
Milk, are you
No.
awake?
I'm not awake. Leave me alone.
Okay.
That answers that. That's all.
Now we have questions from Totally Not a Brony, who says, "Thanks for doing what you do. With hundreds of thousands of users on the site, great stories get lost in the clutter. I met Seattle Light himself at Everfree Northwest 2013. Seemed cool. Whatever happened to that guy?"
He turned
Nothing.
into a speaker,
Well,
and the
that too.
speaker tells us what to do.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Basically, he disappears for like 6 months at a time, turns up and goes, "What the fuck? You guys are still here. That's great." And then
Yeah.
disappears again.
Also, he writes. He's like doing
he
writing
does
something or others, commissions or something. It's like he's
something.
I tried to get into on that thing, but I didn't
Not
have the
in
time.
here.
But apparently it's really cool. Hey, he turned up for our 100th special.
did.
He wrote.
He
Harvard Eye.
did. Yeah.
It was really cool. He's a
Yeah.
great guy,
Seattle's cool.
and he needs to be around more often. And he should come to BronyCon again. God damn it!
Yes, he should. Everyone should
Seattle.
come to BronyCon.
If you're listening, and I know you're not, you shit, come to BronyCon.
Okay. So
Nice.
we managed to get here. We have 13 minutes, 12 minutes left. It's time.
It's
Violon.
time for questions with Violon. I can't do the song right now because my throat is fucked from a cold. But
Nice.
Okay, Ferret, number one. How's your stay in our lovely group?
It's awesome.
What do you think of the way GHA group curates this particular portion of the fandom?
I have no idea because I don't typically read human and Equestria stuff. But
Milk,
I assume
tell the
they're doing
rules.
a good job.
She did read my thing
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Milk,
Okay.
what are the rules of submitting to the Good HA list?
Don't talk about submitting to GHIE.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
I don't
You
know.
need to have
I
100
don't-
upvotes and then it gets reviewed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what kind of joke you were expecting me to make there. It's 100. It's
there was
100
no joke.
upvotes.
We were actually asking. It was
Yeah.
Oh, like legitimately? Oh god, there's like
Yeah,
there's
like you're the fucking admin of the group. What do you want?
God no, there's 3 rules. It's literally just have 100 upvotes. The other two rules don't matter.
have human in Equestria at some point.
Yeah, I mean as long as there's a human in it. we'll take it.
Really? Wow. Okay. I'll take that role.
We because the rules are really
Someone nominate
the
me.
the rules are really lenient because the reviewers are
I'll
absolute
submit. We're
jackasses.
fine with that.
Oh,
Okay.
Also, Monochromatic says in the chat, Arconics, I love you, heart.
Aww.
Ah.
That's
Aww. Come to
Mona doesn't
BronyCon.
love me, rip.
Ferret, we have more questions.
Everyone should
All
come to
Okay.
BronyCon. Okay.
Since never stick your dick in crazy is apparently
Never
not
stick your
true in the
daisy.
Good HA group,
It's so
will
not.
you say that believe in crazy in the head, crazy in the bed instead?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's accurate. All right.
Mhm.
So, final question for the Ferret. Because men have morning woods and the concept of morning varies around the globe, does that mean humanity has been
globe.
doing a boner wave for the Earth for thousands of years?
I mean,
group.
I feel like they're totally doing that, especially if you take into account like animals and mating seasons.
Yeah. So it's like it's boner tides as
Yeah.
different seasons come in and out and different mating seasons. Yeah, okay. I can see
And the
that.
moon
You
moves
guys
and-
do realize that the sound of nature is actually the sound of animals trying to get boned, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
It's
all a whole
either-
bunch of birds yelling, fuck me, get out of my territory.
Yeah. It's either fuck me or go the fuck away. Those are the two things animals say.
No, no. Yeah, fuck me, fuck you. That's what it is.
I
Yeah.
relate to that.
Yeah. It's a simpler existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
So Sock isn't here, so we're gonna skip down. Now we have questions for Arconics. Arconics, will you bathe in virgin period blood if you know that it will grant you prolonged youth?
Sure, why not?
Prolonged.
Number
No,
2.
there's already a solution to this. They're doing human trials towards the end of the year or maybe early next year,
Yeah,
so it's a
transplant.
completely moot question. Next.
But what,
Number
what
2.
about what about bathing in virgin or virgin period blood for the lulz and for the fun?
That sounds like a regular Thursday night, to be honest.
It's just, you know, it's so much effort. You have to drag out
That's
the
true.
bathtub and you have to find a whole bunch of virgins around the
Check out the
period.
bathtub.
Yeah.
Apparently
The
we're in
big
the
tin tub.
1800s now, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that's hanging up on the wall next to the fireplace, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, the big
Exactly.
roaring fireplace that you have to keep fed with wood from the enormous stock that you have outside that you
In your
burn
penis.
for the
Freeze
last
Anyway.
6
Kinda
months.
nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Next.
All right. Number 2. What do you think of mothers who tuck their sons' penises between their legs with super glue because they wanted girls but got boys?
Next.
Number 3. Would you? No, that's totally valid. Number
Yeah.
3. Would you rather let me christen your newborn baby with the jaw of my clotted period blood, or let Enigmatic Otaku fuck the child?
There's someone with a
What?
gun I can borrow.
Here on the Good at Jane
Kill
podcast,
yourself.
killing yourself is always an option.
Yeah.
Freaking Vylon, what did I do to you?
I
Vylon
won't use
has
it much.
issues.
Just
Oh,
once.
dear.
Just
Just
I'll try not to get blood on it.
Aren't
Although
you guys happy
apparently
you
that's a
don't?
thing.
yeah.
Aren't you guys happy you don't take like questions from the audience?
We do
No, we
take
totally
questions
do.
from the
We just don't
audience.
get any questions.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
We
we'll
don't
help you
get
out.
questions like this.
Well, we can totally get you
basically
questions
what
like
ends
this.
Well, guys, you know what
ends up happening is that I answer the
Go
questions.
to Seattle's Angels, ask these
Oh,
questions,
God.
ask Vylon questions.
All right.
Next.
Nice.
Next question, though.
Arconics. You are now anonymous, and you can't believe the site that is Crystal Queen Chrysalis.
Next.
Nope, read the question. Read the fucking
Go on.
You
question.
can't
Yeah,
believe
go
the
on.
site that is Queen Chrysalis's love hole. Everything is uneven, triggering your OCD immensely, and a tentacle or two pops out every once in a while, squirming about before retreating into its hideout. What's wrong, honey? Is there an issue? Chrysalis calls out to you, wiggling her hips and causing what can be only described as gel to flow out of her nethers. Nothing, sweetie. I can handle this. You gulp and begin to maneuver your head towards it. Oh,
Bad.
I don't want you to do that to my dashing king. Here, let me guide you. On cue, tendrils shoot out of the hole and wrap around your head into a death grip, plunging your face into the spongy flesh. You can't breathe, and judging by the way she trembles around your face, you're sure she won't let go until she finishes. This is most likely the first time she ever successfully got laid. Will you please her by enduring the taste of crushed nails and risk of death, or will you choose survival, push her away, and hurt her feelings?
I just want to
picture like
point
this
out.
once.
I just want to point out that Vylon is talking about the taste of crushed snails in your mouth, while earlier on, who was it? It was Alex underscore. Was that their name? Was attempting to imitate Vylon and wrote about swallowing slugs.
Yeah.
I th-
I'd say they're doing a pretty good job then.
yeah.
They're doing a good job.
Mm.
Good job,
OTP.
Alex underscore.
Mm.
Is
So anyway,
Vylon
yeah, I-
saying that chrysalid tastes like escargot?
Yes, and
Yes.
escargot tastes amazing, so fuck you.
Yes, it really does.
Arconics.
It tastes of garlic.
Yeah.
That's his
When
shit,
it's
garlic.
done
like
well,
garlic.
it tastes
No, I
really
just
fucking
don't
good.
want garlic with rubbery lumps in it.
No,
No!
if it's rubbery, it's wrong. If
Yeah.
it's
Well,
not,
obviously it was wrong then. Anyway,
It's
like
French,
I,
of course
I,
it's
I
wrong.
drew a picture like this once.
You drew a picture like this?
Yes.
I need this.
Yeah.
I need
It
this.
was.
I
It
need
was.
this.
Oh fuck me! I'm gonna have to dig this up now, aren't I?
Yes.
Back
Oh,
into the
Jesus.
archives of Tumblr we go.
No, it won't even be on Tumblr. It'll be on my hard drive somewhere.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Should we get on with questions while he's searching
Yeah,
for this?
but I drew a picture like this, and it was Futurama.
Oh, of course.
So there we go.
Nice.
I'm gonna look this up while you get on with
Oh yeah,
Seriously,
that'll be-
you're
that's definitely
bendy.
correct,
his
isn't it?
personal fetishes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now to Professor Plum.
Mhm.
Vylon asks, remember those time when you were out with your best bro, and while you were walking down the street, you accidentally touch hands? You thought to yourself, well, that was weird, but not gay. You are. You are gay.
Okay.
Sorry, that was not a question. Did you touch the child?
Yes.
Yes.
Come, please.
Non-sexually.
Non-sexually, of course.
touch the child. Anyway,
Okay. We have 5 minutes left.
Nice.
we can do this. We have UV Toll still.
Uitol asked a question for the actual cast people. Was the con fun, including Enigma, presuming he's still alive? I think we all had a good time. We're going to do a
It was
recon.
fun. I got really sick. It was great. Let's go on.
Seattle's Angels. How are you organized in form of leadership, or are you more kind of open community?
Organized.
We
Yeah,
basically.
Fast.
So since Plum
Fast.
quit because he's an asshole,
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I've not quit. I'm just not doing the reviews because I've not done them in years. So
which is to say, he
What?
quit but still wants to be on the podcast.
Ago.
yeah. But yeah, in forms of leadership, it was basically me poking people and Ferret poking people. So I guess
And now
we're
it's-
the dictatorial leaders, or were, and now it's just Ferret.
Yes, but
Ferret
I'm
is
an
our overlord.
adorable dictator.
Yeah.
It's true.
Are we easily conquered? Fight Ferret IRL and lose. He will
Yeah.
fuck you up.
E-Ferret.
We're basically the Afghanistan of fiction review groups. It
Wow.
looks easily conquered, but when you get there,
To be fair,
realize
we
that
did-
you're in far.
we
over your
have
head.
been given great powers by the overlords of this site. So it's kind of okay. I could see us like that. Anyway, carry on, Priest. Get good.
Okay. The new season started. Did you see it, and was it as good for you as it was for me?
Nice.
That's
Yes.
totally not what it says.
Yeah.
I know.
Get good.
The new season looks really good. I wasn't as
Yeah.
big a fan of part 1, but I loved part 2.
Yeah,
I like
part
them
2 was
both.
brilliant.
And even part 1 was pretty solid.
It
I,
was.
I love the
I like-
idea of literally bottling up your emotions and then opening it on people and making them go crazy. That sounds
Yes.
great.
I
Yeah,
called
bet
it.
you wish you could
I
do that.
I called it when that episode popped up. Pencil, you witnessed it. I called it.
Bravo.
This is gonna happen. I was like, fuck, it is.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the Twilight's fantasies.
I like the
Now
fact
we'll never know. Now
I
we'll never
really-
know.
I'm really tired of watching Twilight freak out.
I am going to add that I am super down with Celestia having more of a role, and she giggled and it was adorable.
Yes!
Celestia laughing is the best.
Is
Nicole
no-
Oh my
Oliver for
God.
top tier.
Is
Oh
no one
my
gonna
God.
is no one gonna point out the fact that Twilight's vision of dragons is basically they're like Californian surfers, like with
Pretty
bras.
I
Yes.
always said they're frat boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
frat
it
boys.
was like
they've
it was
kind of
watching
always
Aqua.
been frat
To be
boys.
fair, they are kind of frat boy, yeah.
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 But they were like the stereotype of frat boys. It was like the frat boys from Revenge
Well,
of the Nerds
man.
or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, got that.
Okay. Final question.
Totally gonna do this.
Final question.
Sorry.
Trying again, you are forced to chuck wood with your wood. To clarify, your penis is forcefully hardened by drugs. Assuming you are on the internet, there are no women. What the fuck? How much wood would you chuck? Your life depends on it, and remember, killing yourself is always an option on this particular part of the My Little Pony fanfiction site.
What?
I have to ask whatever.
Hey,
drugs
wait,
you want,
hang
I
on. Is
would
this
like
you
some.
eat Paul in disguise?
You wait, Joel. Nice.
It is.
Something
It is.
kickbox against us.
Well, yes, exactly.
Time to check some IPs.
I see him like a baby, like he said he'd take him up on that challenge and he pussed out.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'll
He's
take
like,
him
no,
up
I'm
on
gonna
that
fight
challenge.
the fat 40-year-old.
I'm so happy.
Huh?
Said out again.
Yay!
Canadianisms. Let's go.
Is Mono still here or is she gone?
Did we lose you,
Um,
Mono?
is still here. Anyway, though, do we have time for one more question, or are we done, Priest?
We are done. We have hit
No,
our
one more.
time.
One more.
Nah.
Please,
One
we
more?
talked about it.
All
Yeah.
right, well, let me
Not
see.
that one.
Okay, we have a question for Ferret from Yamgoth.
Hi, Amga.
You are a ferret.
Yep.
Someone decides to do a ferreting with you and shoves you down their pants. What do? Do you, with great indifference, slide to the bottom of their pant leg and wait it out, or bite them in the genital area with much vigor using your ferret teeth, designed by nature to maim mice and small birds and such, or will you rub them?
I'd probably slide down to the bottom of the pant leg, dig around for a while, and scratch their skin up a lot, and then just go to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
Sounds about
that
right.
is what the traditional Yorkshire game of ferret down trousers. That is how it generally went.
Yeah.
In England.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yay,
don't you
Yorkshire.
knock out pastimes. From not
Dude,
Yorkshire.
I love that.
It's not
There was
my
there was
pastime.
a world record attempt. A man was going for the world's longest amount of ferret down trouser, and it's a great story. And he was on a stage, and there were like police there, and there was a crowd and everything. And he stuck the ferrets down his trousers, and he just stood there. And everyone realized that the entire show was a man stood there with his trousers moving a bit. And they all went home, and he was stood on a stage all alone while everyone left for hours. It was like, oh, world champion.
But did he break the record though?
I think he went home before that happened.
Oh, poor sad man. That's a sad
Yeah.
note to end on.
Yeah. Well, we're sad
Alright.
people.
Read my
Also-
bits.
I'm not a sad person, I'm a ferret.
This is true.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
If Robot Wars did have fleshlights and dildos, I would absolutely watch that because that would be hilarious.
Are you
All
reading
right.
questions from the chat?
I'm answering Yamgoth's question to me.
I have
oh,
been,
does he have a question for me?
I
He
can
does, he
grab
did.
I can grab
Will I
one
ever
for
drop
each.
porn again?
I'm-
Yes.
Yes.
Plum.
Yo.
Which situation would you rather deal with? Everybody being an alt of the Paris Sprite or everyone being an alt of short skirts?
I mean,
everybody is an alt of short skirts.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, are you not an alt of short skirts?
I
Guys,
definitely am.
Plot twist: I am short skirts, and you guys have all been calling me shit.
You don't sound
we
anything
matter.
like short skirts.
Yeah.
I
You're the
am
only one who isn't
shit.
an alt
Alt
of
that
short
writes it
skirts.
on.
I sound exactly like short skirts. I
Oh,
don't know what you're talking
shit, I
about.
just put the drink in a normal tonic.
You're just what?
Guys, it is about that time. We have to call this so it's not over 2 hours long.
It's
Probably a
true.
good idea.
Faff.
That is all the time that we have for this particular week. Seattle's Angels, everybody, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yay.
Good shit.
We had a really good time.
We're keeping Ferret.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ferret's ours now. Ferret, you're
Aw.
coming back whether you like it or not.
Bye.
Ferret's coming to BronyCon with us, fuckers.
Well,
Yeah.
we
We
don't
don't
be
go
there,
there.
so we'll have a battle of the
gonna
Ferret.
be there.
Exactly. You gotta be there. Especially
gonna
Mike,
be
because he owes me
Turn
drinks.
into an orgy.
I mean,
Well, the BronyCon orgy.
all of the above. The BronyCon
Anyway,
orgy is a tradition. Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
Read it out. Priest, read out. It's too late. Priest, read out.
Thank you for watching the Good HAE podcast. This has been a non-pencil. Silence.
That.
Okay.
Drinking! Lots of drinking!
Okay. Arconics,
Faff.
Yo.
Enigmatic Otaku,
No, Davis, I won't help you hide the bodies.
Ferret,
Bye.
Milk,
Bye.
Yo again, didn't
Plum,
Faff.
and Red.
He's
My
still
name's Flutter Priest. Have a great weekend.
Please drink yourself to death.
I'm
Also,
drinking
Mono's
neat
online.
gin right now.
She
Bye,
is here.
Mom.